Alright, hello and welcome to stream, if it is working. We're currently not 100% sure, but looking at this, it looks like it might be. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, I see that. Stream is alive. Maybe.
Yeah, it's working.
Cool. Fixed. Oh, if I could press like the right button, that'd be extremely useful. Okay, and let's not have echoey stream. Okay. So yeah,
it's great not showing up on
Yeah, Never, do you wanna post the deck list you have so far? I posted to the staff network.
I mean, it's not like complete or anything, but
Yeah, I just want something to go off of because I still have the old needle fiber wheel.
oh, I took out the needle fiber package. It was like Hulk,
yeah, 35 cards.
Auroradon, like Harold Savage, Shooting Rising, and
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've
what?
Yeah, in terms of I had to think on the rulings for Devastation. So when you activate it, you have to be able to resolve at least one of the effects. So say your opponent activates a spell and you control a fire, and they don't control a monster, you can't activate it.
Wait, what card is that about?
Devastation.
Devastation.
Yeah, because it's like with Durandal. XML file. Import. Fox 1.
Okay, so if you don't have any monsters, you basically can't activate it.
Yeah, and then like as long as you can resolve at least one, then you can activate it. But then because it picks a resolution, you could like move it to an effect which they could resolve. So like say if you controlled what's the card? There's one which like sends from deck, I think. Yeah, if you control an earth and a fire, you can legally activate it because you can resolve earth, but then you can pick fire to.
Can you really resolve Earth, though? You never know if that effect is legal.
As long as your opponent's deck isn't face up and contains, okay. So unless every card in their deck is public knowledge, at which point it's either they have a singular card in their deck and it's face up, and it's not a monster, or they have no cards in their deck, you can activate that effect. Because it checks a non-public knowledge location.
I do know that if D-Fissure is up, you cannot activate something like Materia Beast.
Yeah, that's because it's annoying.
Yeah, so wouldn't the same thing apply here? You don't know if he has a monster, so you can't activate it.
I don't think so.
So weird effect either way, messing with the opponent's private knowledge. So.
Dark Designator?
What are we gonna do about like messing with the opponent's private knowledge? Like, are we gonna have a general rule that just says don't do that? Or
we'll yell at them for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Instead of
Honestly,
making an explicit rule of them not to do it, we just yell at them when they do.
Yes, that works.
Yeah, I don't think we need a rule for that, but
Oh, fair. It gives me a
yeah, you can. The vampire cards. You can always.
You act like I read vampire cards.
They have an effect which like sends a card of a specific type, and you can always activate those.
not Grace or something, or was it?
Yeah, Ajax, your name is cut. Wait, hang on. Do I need to scroll up a bit? I need to scroll up a bit. Is that enough?
Once per turn you can
Okay, there we go. Much better.
Once per turn you can declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. Your opponent sends one card of that type from their deck to their graveyard.
Yeah, and like you can activate those effects. So.
So I guess we make sure it just works kind of like how Grace works, I guess.
Yeah.
Why does right-clicking keep adding things to my side deck? I don't want this.
If you shift right, it adds it to side. Maybe your shift key is broken.
Oh yes, pressing shift once fixed it.
Yeah, it might be sticky keys. It happened to me a lot too.
Gotta love sticky keys.
Yeah, I'm really not.
What do you cut from this? Oh wait,
I think you just
we
play
run
way
Tenki.
less elemental fox.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You want Tenkis, right? Because like Tenki is good.
Tenki
Like-
is good.
Yeah, that gives you. I think actually, I think 2 Tenki is correct because what happens if you draw 2 fractal? Or fractal?
You can discard the second copy for the thing you're summoning.
You can send this guy from your hand to graveyard at some point.
Necklace.
Oh yeah, because that one. Yeah, but like you want to get a Fox Engrave ideally. I guess
The-
Two might be correct, but
Yeah.
whatever. It's not going
Maybe-
to be that exact.
Which one do you need? You need Wind.
These Tri-Brigade 3 monsters kind of remind me of the Thunder Dragon trio.
That's my shift
Yeah.
key
You
broken
want 3
again.
Senna, 2 Mina. Definitely. Do you cut 1 light, 1 dark?
I think you want to run a one-offs for a lot of them. They're not valuable at multiple copies, and the
True.
Tri-Brigade engine effectively replaces those copies.
Yes, if you cut down to 1 of all of them apart from. So I'm keeping 2 Mina, 2 Rena because you need the Wind one to make the
Rena is
Synchro.
probably like 2 or 3. Senna is probably like 2 or 3 because it searches everything.
Senna's a 3. Senna's a 3.
Yeah, 3 definitely. Mina, I don't know. It depends on.
Mina is like an
You need Rena to make the Synchro.
I don't know. I don't read cards. I didn't get that far yet.
Yeah, the Synchro specifically requires a Wind, and that's the only Wind. Like you can shift it around with the Rhoda, but like you need.
Oh, I think it keeps breaking because I Control Shift Tab to swap back and forth.
Oh, I need to drag things a bit. Okay, I'll drag things a bit.
Also, do you really want Unity? It's practically a break until you're already playing really hard.
True, that is a good point. I think maybe just 1 Unity because you can search it, right?
Only feels well, I think.
You can search it with light dark.
No, yeah, Dark Light.
No, it's
Yeah.
light
Maybe
dark,
1.
not dark light.
There's also the XZs that can just add it from banished.
Yeah. Yeah. We can run Bamboozling again.
What, bamboozling? Who
Yeah.
are you bamboozling?
The Shadow Gossip is what we're about Bamboozling.
Oh, that. Yeah, if you can make that early, you can play through Nibiru. If you
Yeah.
have extra map.
Yeah.
Isn't
Things on Discord.
isn't like Cicada King slightly better or no? Oh wait, activates his, when it activates on the attack, it makes sense.
Oh, I need to. Okay, I'll fix on OBS because it's easier.
Easy clap.
Unlock.
I need to actually look through the rank 3 pool.
Let's go to the. No, track that. Okay, cool. There we go. OCD is now satisfied.
Yay!
I'm gonna put in. Let's try it like this. I don't know. I think light dark is better to.
Would you want to run Tri-Brigade Airborne Assault?
Airborne.
It
Target
locks
one
you out
you
of
control,
one
special
to the
summon
XP,
one
definitely.
different type. Affecting the game until the end of the turn, unless you can special. Except it locks you into links. You definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it is rest of turn, but this is that's a starter card, and like your end board is all XYZs and synchros.
That's
Oh, I
good.
need to.
You're just linking hard enough.
I
It's just
definitely
not
want this.
Hi from stream chat, Luke, by the way.
Who's in chat? What was that, Ajax? I didn't
he's
hear.
here.
Yeah, I'm looking at stream chat and I'm choosing not to respond.
What's in stream chat?
Aki. What's the OCG one? If this card's into graveyard, you can summon one thing from your deck to graveyard.
Yeah, I believe this is the OCG one.
Yeah, the OCG one. I don't think you need it. I think it's good for pure, maybe. I don't know.
It's another thing you can banish with the Keras you're getting on field.
Gets you another.
But it is a guard.
Yeah. Let's just try this and see what happens. This is not optimal because I'm running no hand traps.
I'm not sure if you even want hand traps over extenders.
I don't know what I would play against this deck. I could play him
like
a top tier deck.
Those. You can. So you pitch those. Someone level 3 or lower thing from your deck to graveyard. And like we were saying you send Neville, right?
Yeah, you either send Nerval or an Elemental Fox.
Yeah.
You don't have to decide until you've already normal summoned something and
but
pop it out.
It's just with the hand I have to choose early.
Yeah.
This card's into graveyard, that one.
Big brain play, you can discard Jackalope for Keras.
Oh, because it's a beast.
Yeah, it's a beast.
Yeah, I was gonna do this. I'm just thinking, what does this get? You banish another. I guess you just go straight into Ruin. But then that still doesn't fix the issue of. This is worse actually than previous because you're dying to a lot more stuff, I feel.
What do you die to now then?
Because you die to Imperm as well. What's this get?
Do you really though?
Well, yeah, because look at this one. This does nothing. You can banish 2 Fox cards. I have none. Because Unity is an extender. Because if you have this, if you normal summoned Kara and activated this, you can then activate this.
What did?
But I mean, you can technically do the Tri-Brigade stuff later.
What was your starting end?
You probably do the Tri-Brigade stuff later then.
Also,
because
yeah, maybe.
Start off with that.
I think you just. I kind of tempted to just use it as Foolish Burial.
Using it as Foolish Burial is often correct. The Keras is just an extender for if you get bumped. Yeah. If you're going first, there's nothing stopping you from just going active.
Yeah, here we go.
Because in this archetype, in practice, a foolish effect is a searcher for any of your archetype monsters.
Yeah, pretty much.
How they work.
Yeah, because here we normal this, and then we can go pitch this, get whatever the fuck you want. Probably, which one's some?
I think it's wind. Yeah.
Yeah, or
we can change attribute.
Yeah, I have attribute change. So
you can get
change attrib special center dump Mina.
Yeah, now you can practically just combo.
Yeah, now you have whatever the fuck you want.
So I think the shift from ratios from running less Elemental Fox to running more Tri-Brigade for Foolish is still better.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Keras though.
The Keras is primarily just
I think
extender if you get disrupted.
Yeah, I think this many Keras is probably incorrect because
maybe
because the foxes can extend from hand.
You might just want to cite the extra copies for
yeah, that's probably a good shout. Maybe something like this, and then it's like this back row lineup is probably not the best.
Yeah, I don't.
I kind of feel like more Unity, honestly. because
Right.
Unity for one, like because Unity for one sets a first spell.
Yeah, you have the little combo where you can just get two Fox cards
And
just
like,
for certain
yeah.
last stand if you have a field.
and like having two of things is useful a lot of the time because banish clause. Like maybe you make Levia more. It's a shame none of these are level 3. But if they were level 3, that'd be really good. But yeah, Tri-Brigade is definitely an include. Yeah, if this guy was level 3, this would be so disgusting. I think. Would it? Like, this guy just like does fucking nothing.
Because Charm get banished from grave, so you can revive with Leviar if it was level 3.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah. You need to like be able to use XYZ mat as Link Monsters XYZ mat. Trapagate Dingizu one.
Fingers.
Ah, yes. Just casually summon an Arcus here, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
Card XYZ.
Alright, also, yeah, going second you have an extra card, so that like helps you fulfill Kara's cost.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if you draw this? You just pitch it, right?
You either pitch it.
Oh, yeah, you can pitch it for... yeah, drawing this is kind of... drawing Neville can be kind of an oath, because your main way of pitching it is searching Karas, and you can't search Karas if Neville's in your hand. So you have to get Last Stand.
Last Stand discards, right?
Yeah, Last Stand does discard.
So when it
won't always happen, but like it can happen.
Yeah, like if you have a way of pitching Neville, you can search the Foolish.
Yeah.
I believe.
Well, you search the Foolish or you search Karas. Yeah. If you draw Karas or Last Stand, you're fine. But if you draw it without it, it's a bit annoying. So, like if you draw, say, Fractal and Neville, like I'm probably gonna do it immediately in this test hand because Kana.
I don't think it's that likely to
No, I didn't.
try.
It's not that likely, but it's possible.
Yeah.
It's a soft hard garnet.
Okay, so you basically have the little field spell with the
Yeah, it's like here. Oh, normal summon. So like here you do this, and then when you tribute Senna, you have domain ready to go.
Right.
And like, so even if they ash this, you still have domain to special, and then you can get Mina, and then you can get stuff. And you also have, obviously you have Last Stand, because Last Stand is always on the top of your deck.
That's how it works.
How long is stream gonna be? 3 hours-ish, maybe.
mostly.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, I mean, we do Last Stand, but basically you go Almirage, right, and then you search.
Yeah, well here you go Center Effect, because you can go Center Effect. And then we go Light Dark.
Doing
you need
Center Effect here.
Well, you have Mina, you know.
Sorry?
If you have Senna effect here, that seems like a good way to lose to getting Mina popped.
You have Domain Special. Because Domain Specials.
Yes, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't read cards. So.
And then, like, also because we're good at the game, you have this to get.
And I believe even if they pop Domain or something, you have Last Stand and Mina can summon itself as well.
Yeah, if they have it's like, what do they have for those? So if they ash the Senna, you can still get Light Dark in a combination of these two, and then Light Dark gets you more stuff.
Yeah, so this deck has ways to play through hand traps. It's just like there are times where you just can't.
Yeah.
I think hand traps is less of a worry than just flat out going second.
Yeah, going second is definitely the big issue. Hand traps, not so much. But again, like,
hand trap wise, maybe Nibiru is an issue.
Yeah, Nibiru is definitely an issue. Well, yeah, Nibiru is a pretty big issue because, because this one is H1 on OP2, so
it's what?
It's H1 1 OP2 because it has a it has an extend and a tag out. And like getting the tag out is pretty important.
Yeah. For Nibiru, you might just want to rush into Gossip Shadow if you think the opponent might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think high impact hand traps can solve it.
Yeah, or just like main deck prohib. And blank Nib.
Main deck, parallel exceed, and make Rafflesia.
It's
also but at this point you're worrying about deck space as well, right?
Deck space, you can be pretty flexible because like you can cut access copies of Light Dark.
Yeah, you're running a lot of cards you don't really need to run.
Okay, yeah. So that's...
But it's just nice to be able to run multiple copies because like it's never bad to draw them. Yeah, especially with Light Dark because the XYZs are Light Dark, which is huge.
Ja, ik heb dat filmpje straks wel zitten kijken, maar toen haakte het soms uit.
Like the biggest issue for me with this deck is that their XYZs are, well, their extra deck in general. They both extend, and they both disrupt, and they also recycle resources by virtue of being XYZs.
Yeah.
Because like.
The extra deck is like pretty strong for like recovery and disrupt bit.
It's like, they go to the graveyard now, and next time you just like summon anything, then they will just all come back, and you do the exact same thing over and over again.
Sounds like a fun time.
And like you can Rishuria. Yeah, as long as you shuffle at least one. You can Rishuria one XYZ back perfect.
Yeah,
like I kinda wanna like
trying to think of
the XYZs are just doing too much. Yeah, because like any one of these XYZs is both Levia and Bamboozling in one card, essentially. Like it's only your opponent's main phase, but like that's just most of the time going first.
Yeah. Well,
this one
I'm trying to also think about if you can do some Cherubini stuff with this deck as well.
It struggles because you'd rather make Ruin. So unless you're running an outside source rank 3 engine, you'd rather just make Ruin, which is just better. For the
Ruin is water.
Yeah, unless you're running. You can't run a Burning Abyss engine with this because you have too many continuous spells. Well, yeah, you have 3 because 10 King fills up.
I wonder if you have space for hand traps in this deck.
Oh, yeah, you definitely do. You'd have to like cut triple tactics. or but you can cut a terraforming, you can cut a foolish.
I think rather than having hand traps, just making sure you always go off going first, and then just pray you can brute force through it going second is better.
Yeah.
What would be an ideal elemental fox ratio? It's triple Senna.
It's triple Senna, then yes, is the correct ratio. To get it correct, I think you'd have to experiment so much. You'd have to just dedicate hours just grinding through the combinations.
Yeah, because I'm guessing you don't need that many elemental fox.
Yes.
Every foolish effect doubles as an elemental fox.
Yeah.
So you don't really need.
Yeah, you don't need raw names. Well, but you do need some kind of.
You need enough to get a normal summon.
Yeah. There's also an argument for running. There's also an argument for running more than one Kara because Kara plus Foolish is Senna, whereas Senna plus anything else unless you hit Last Stand is not Senna, and the deck needs Senna. But then water just sucks ass, right? Yeah, it mills, which is not very good.
Yeah, I guess I can put triple talents in the side for like going first. I guess.
It's clunky. Like, yeah, this deck's just it feels so rock paper scissors heavy. Because when it goes off, you're not stopping it.
Yeah.
There's facial hair. I mean, I have facial hair, just not very much, but. Also, how you doing, James? Long time no see.
James.
Friend from real life just popped up in chat.
Nice. Also, why are we running Dante?
Running Dante because it's a rank 3 and it sends cards from deck to graveyard. And I probably should replace it with something else, but I have a space in my extract, so I can't be bothered. Because the station work? Oh, sounds fun.
Because I believe you have deck space to run generic removal extra deck like Nightmares and Axis.
Yeah, but then you do clash with the Tri-Brigade engine doing that. That's not terrible, I guess. The biggest thing the deck needs is just like bait, I guess.
I believe the luck only works if you use the Tri-Brigade field effect, right?
Or you use if you use the field effect, or if you use the blink to special from hand. Which, thinking about it, I don't think you realistically ever use. Well, yeah, you use it with Karas.
Yeah, it's primarily just on-field effect.
I guess you can Karas potentially summon the Tri-Brigade of them for a non-target banish, I think.
You could, but I don't think it's. If another thing is summoned, you can banish one card on the field. If this card is integrated, you can add one Feint Cheek from your deck to your hand. This level is less than or equal to the number of banished things. Yeah, it's not the best to summon Omen because it's slow and it's got no protection on it. Like, yeah, you can get it for free, but I just feel like getting a special summon from hand is a lot better because it lets you summon everything else.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like what you could play going second, the extra deck.
You just have to go like droplets, dark ruler stuff that carry you through boards on its own, so you don't have to spend that much slot to it.
Yeah, like blowout cards and stuff. Hell, even
like an Ash Blossom or an Imperm isn't going to help you win the game with the issues the deck faces.
Yeah.
But a Nibiru or Dark Rule or a Droplet can help you win those codes.
Oh, the deck gets around Best Dweller as well. That's nice.
Yeah, they don't activate.
Yeah. What's this one do? Best Finish special one negative first.
They technically don't activate, so if you're facing some negations. Oh wait, you run Zeus. Don't you run Zeus?
No. If you can make an XYZ, you've already won.
Yeah. Zeus is like late game.
Yeah, and this deck has very good late game. Don't know if you noticed.
UB boys.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
I'm not really thinking about it, just so it can guarantee a clean board, but I guess that's also fine.
Like, in general, we're in agreement that this deck is a bit too strong, yeah? Or am I being stupid?
Yeah.
I think so.
Too strong.
I think its end board is. Like,
yeah,
I think its is already enough.
Like when it gets going, it just gets the entire deck, which is an issue, and then the extra deck being both extenders and disruption is also an issue. Do I have my thing up?
Why do you need your extra monsters to be extenders and disruption?
Good question.
It's like, it was the same thing with the Reptilia when Kel looked at it, because it was just like, yes, my boss monsters both extend me and disrupt my opponent.
Where's my Yu-Gi-Oh text file?
I don't blame people for making high value cards.
Like there's high value, and then there's
high value
+2, which pluses 2, which pluses 2, which pluses 2.
Yeah, there's high value, and then there's a point where you're reaching Chaos-born levels of plus. We don't want that other thing.
We don't want it. We don't want it.
We don't want it again.
Wait, which Chaos Spawn? Your Chaos Spawn or other Chaos
My
Spawn?
Chaos.
Oh, your Chaos Spawn. Okay. I mean, other Chaos Spawn was bad.
I think the only extra deck try ever get is like the Link 2 you run.
Yeah, and you could run the one Link 4 maybe if you really felt like it, but I don't think it's necessary.
I wonder what else can you run in this deck.
This. Okay, so now if I drop us.
How about like Living
Hey,
Fossil, just an extender that helps you get through Dragon?
Living Fossil? Oh, maybe.
Living Fossils, nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good shout. Yeah, that's another going second card to extend. Yeah, that's really good actually.
Those kind of cards for going second are primarily what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good find. Like, so issues in my opinion is light and dark into the XYZs being so powerful. Because like it's 2 cards, search 2, and put up a disrupt. And with the search 2 you can do so much shit.
I think running Terror Top can also be good. It gets you like Gossip Shadow before your normal, and that Tomborg isn't a brick if you get through your wind.
Yeah, the wind you get later though usually, because hang on, I guess it's I actually summon it like if you have a center.
Oh, like a 1 card rank 3, I guess.
Yeah, just make Bamboozling or even Levio.
No, this is what I have for the main deck so far. Something like that. Ratios are probably still whatever, but thrown together.
Okay, we'll put in danger 1.
this. Have a look. I've got an image. Okay.
Card destruction.
That's interesting.
Is that just for getting stuff, your elemental stuff?
Card destruction is actually really good.
Card destruction just seems really good here.
Yeah, that's really good here.
You load up your graveyard, your engine species like Dangers and Tri-Brigade also have some grave effects.
Yeah. Also, like, just worst case, it's dig for 4 cards to see center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
I mean, the only thing in this list is it doesn't like interest, but at the same time, this
I don't think just hand traps like an Ash or Imperm are going to save you're going second.
True. It depends on the matchup. But, like, against the combo deck, you're not...
matchup, but, like, in most of them. And if you do want to go F second cards, I think they should all just be plopped into the side deck, with the main deck being optimal for combo and going first.
Yeah, like, you can still play going second, because you have the... You have ways
you can
to
still
get
play,
stuff.
but half-assingly playing some cards for it won't achieve as much.
One Unity. Okay, so Luke's running like triple Unity and you're running one Unity.
Unity's always a break in your opening entity unless you can play.
Yeah. Unity's an interesting card because it sets a first spell. Like, Unity's set up first spell actually comes up quite a bit. In my experience. I don't know,
like, that's
a 10% combo though. Yeah.
It's like a 2 specific card combo, right?
Yeah, it's like 1 out of 9 games or something.
Yeah. Yeah, for Terraforming 1 out of 9. 1 out of 8 maybe best case, but like... Yeah. No triple tactics?
You could. It technically helps against hand traps, but I'm not sure if you really need
1 for 1...
I would say...
What does 1 for 1 do? Specials Neville.
1 for 1 summons Nerval.
Which...
You can use Nerval's effect if you want it, and if you link it away, you get the Surge still.
Oh, you're using it just as another Kairos, okay.
Yeah, you can 1 for 1 Nerval, then if you link Nerval away, you can get Fractal, and Fractal gets you an Elemental Fox.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's not too bad. Like, you have to... You're gonna link it off into, Baron Blossom, though.
Link Spider is a card.
Linkery. Oh, you can Linkery, yeah. Yeah, Linkery. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you can just, Nerval, Linkaribo, Nerval, search.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's basically just Kairos but better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably optimal. What else could you do? This type of deck doesn't come up that often. What's the danger for these two? Yeah, I guess. F-Zero?
F-Zero?
I don't know if I want to run dangers or not.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the dangers and thinking, you make Levio or Bamboozling, but like you need another. You're typically not going to draw both of them, so
drawing both of them isn't necessary. If you discard an Elemental Fox, that's still like +1 practically.
I'm mostly thinking of not running them because I want to run other cards. That's essentially what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, because like TTT or Dangers. Dangers is... Because a singular level 3 monster doesn't really do much for you.
It's singular level 3 is like worst case scenario what you get.
Yeah, usually
if you discard an elemental fox, then it's like a level 3 that just draws you a card.
Yeah, true.
And if you have like a danger in hand, you can normally your fox, then get the danger, get like Gossip Shadow after you summon whatever foxes you can summon with the normal.
Yeah, but then you just stop at that point. So at that point you have to have the danger plus Karas or something.
Oh yeah, I just noticed you're not running Devastation.
Devastation? Oh, he's not running Devastation. Yeah, Devastation is at least a one-off because you can search it towards end of combo.
I kinda only searched Elemental Fox and it didn't pop up.
Oh, is it at the...
Okay, yeah, it's in the card text.
Yeah, it's in the card text.
Yeah, you can side more in going second against well,
yeah, I'm not sure
you can side more in against backrow decks in general. Oh, it also needs rewording. It also needs rewording because it doesn't function against continuous spells and traps and shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to one Unity or triple Unity.
Why is this even in the card text and not just in the name?
Because Elemental Devastation is... It sounds cool, okay? Let me have my creative card design read.
That's a nice one. You're playing the Speedroid?
Yeah, 1 Terra top, 1 Tech Tomborg.
Yeah.
What do I put out for Devastation?
You pull,
maybe a Kara.
A Kara? Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want 3.
Yeah, I just...
Yeah, 2.
My ratios are kind of half-fast and kind of
yeah.
thought out.
If you're running 2 light, you want 2 dark. I think.
I'm not sure, because if you have the light, you can just recur the dark if it's banished.
True.
So I don't think you need 2 dark, since dark's on field effect doesn't do as much.
It's because like, you get the light dark summons.
Yeah, but if you get the light summon, you can get the dark summon even if it's banished.
Like with the light, you usually want to be adding a back row or something, or Senna, or like something you don't have, because there are better things to add than dark. So that's where you want to run to, in my opinion.
Probably.
There definitely is an argument for running 1 because dark effect you only ever use it once.
Yeah, dark effect is whatever. You don't need it.
Oh, it's you do need it. You need it for light and the XYZ because the XYZ grabs it.
Yeah, you don't need it like after turn 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run triple tactics on this side. We're going.
Yeah, the side is just going to be a bunch of going second cards.
Yeah. This looks pretty optimal, I think.
So the deck basically is, we're going to hope to win die roll.
Yeah, it's super unhealthy.
Combo off, and then going second, we side on a bunch of hand traps, and then game 1, we side out all set hand traps and go first again.
Pretty much, yeah. Because if this goes off, you win. Like doesn't matter what you do. Even if you break their board, like totally and utterly, they still win.
Is this since they have like a pretty strong ceiling, they also have the grind game ability, which means if they draw at least 1 elemental fox, they just do it again.
You just don't run out of resources if you summon XYZs.
Yeah, like if you draw a power curve for this deck, it shoots up turn 1, goes down like 2%, and then it's flat for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
You always have like the same amount of power because just one thing gets through and you have like the entire combo again. Because
They also don't they like? Well, actually, the synchro shuffles itself, I believe. Right?
Yes, synchro shuffles itself and it can shuffle 2 banished, and you can just like banish the XYZs. I'm pretty sure. Also, like you typically don't go through 4 XYZ.
Can you technically run one copy of each instead of two, or is that not correct?
You need two of the,
them back.
you need two of the XYZ for the grind. You could run one synchro. You can definitely run just one synchro.
Yeah, I
No, I
might
haven't
consider
actually built an extra deck yet.
Yeah. Then you probably can also just run one link. Although with the Dragon engine, I think it might be worth running two.
Yeah, I think running two would be good. I don't think it's that bad of what's it called? Running two. Yeah, I'm just trying to see like what other extra deck slots I could fill up. Like
you don't really need to because the in-theme extract is just too efficient.
Yeah, like, so I guess I could I don't know, run generic removal.
Yeah, you could run IP.
Run IP Unicorn for the mirror match.
Wait, you don't need it for the mirror match. Like your entire extra deck is IP Unicorn.
Yeah.
You have three copies of Target. Fuck off. There's no.
This deck's mirror match is god awful.
Yeah.
I can.
The only people playing this deck are going to be Magic and probably someone else, probably Nova.
Yeah, I mean, if this is approved, most likely we can play just because of how strong its ceiling and grind game is.
Everyone in the tournament plays it, then we can just do the die roll and go to the next match.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like the blue deck doing so much right now is pretty good. Like the downside is that it has to like deal with its starters stuff getting hit by hand traps or going second, going first boards. But I don't know. Dragonlink has a similar thing with that.
Yeah, Dragonlink needs to get like handle something.
Yeah, they're just bonkers going first, but sometimes going second can be a bit of an unfortunate thing since other decks out there can also make good boards. Yeah, you play Gossip Shadow because you get an early hand traps offer, and then you play. You probably run 2 Living Fossils, right?
Yeah.
Although I have to cut something. You probably cut a Foolish. Yeah, and like for side cards, I guess you run Nim. You play Dark Ruler or?
He's definitely said it. I'm gonna post
Yeah, like
this is
Nibiru, Dark Ruler, Droplet, and then spell trap removal.
Yeah, so I can't spell efficiently, leave me alone.
Something like that. So like
I can also run Zuking Alpha if I want.
Zuki Alpha might be worth considering.
maybe. Forgot what it does.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
posted-
Zodiac plays.
Non-target returns cards your opponent puts the hand it's basically a tank.
Yeah.
Which one?
Its pink is.
King Alpha.
Alpha?
I think in the TCG
Oh,
name
Ban
it's the King of Beasts or something.
Yeah, it's like Alpha the King of Beasts or something like that.
Well, token attack will mostly controls more. You can target any number of. Oh, this thing. Wait, this is broken. What the hell?
You can also bounce your own.
Yeah, you can bounce
boxes.
your other shit as well to get more non-target bounces.
I think at that point you've already gotten past the point where you need the bounces, though. If you're bouncing foxes.
That depends. Like, it can come up. Like you can bounce some like Karos and shit.
It can come up, but it's not going to be the reason you play the card.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You play it because like it can bounce itself, but like
Yeah, it's Paperface.
yeah. And this like it's
treated as a Paperface that sometimes has a slightly higher ceiling.
This card is treated as a Pancratops. It's slightly worse than Pancratops, but
yeah, you would also play Pancratops.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play both kinds of things.
Yeah, because Pancratops is
from the ratios that I'm seeing like 2 alpha and 1 tank.
Yeah, sounds about
Just
right.
for
It's something that you play with Pank because Pank's at 1.
Yeah, it's copies 2 and 3 of Pank.
Basically, but it's copies 2 and 3 of Pank that can get hit more.
Yeah, in this deck, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quick.
Yeah,
If it was quick, then it would be wild.
Yeah, it also doesn't tribute Selfless Cost.
Yeah, that's alright.
Which is tribute Selfless Cost is actually really fucking good.
Yeah, it dodges so much.
Yeah, I posted the preliminary feedback in No Mic for some reason. It's the lowest channel, so it's easier for me to click.
which channel?
No Mic. Because like we spent a lot of time optimizing this stuff, but like we already know it's an issue, so.
We just need to get into like specifics on what the cards issues are, or the extra being able to be.
Like it's hard to fix the deck with like 1 or 2 targeted nerfs.
Yeah, the deck overall is overtuned.
Yeah, it's just too much. Like there's no one individual thing which is causing issues. It's just how the entire deck functions. Like obviously you could put a massive hit to center, but then the deck would be dead because how does it play without center?
Yo, Ajax, I am getting excited for Elemental Fox. You know what that means.
Oh no, we have to kill the deck. Nova's legally not allowed to be happy.
That seems.
I'm gonna make so many turn 1 boards with some intense grinding.
There was quite literally a pancake paradox that happens when Nova is happy when someone gives him pancakes. No.
Very true.
No, see, if someone gives Nova pancakes, Ajax is forced to take away said pancakes from Nova, making Nova unhappy, but then Nova will have to steal the pancakes back, therefore causing an infinite loop, therefore illegal by Konami standards.
Ah, yes.
Unless, of course, the Ajax is lazy or just doesn't give a shit, and then in which the paradox doesn't happen.
But yeah, the extra deck, XYZ, I do think needs to be nerfed, and the grind game of the deck probably doesn't need to be there, considering the turn 1 board.
Well, you can take it either way. You can take it either to be more combo focused or more grind focused. Like
you can choose whichever.
Yeah, it can't have all of it.
I mean, honestly, do you want to play a game just to see how the deck plays, anyways?
We've already tested it, and we just now know it's more consistent than we initially thought.
Tribe Gate engine, let's go. So I play, but like I'd much rather play the games. What, Elemental Fox Hockey?
What's that? Reworks. Nice.
What was the initial feedback?
I'm gonna post that, I think, to feedback. Unless anyone has any objections.
I'm just trying to see like Kel's feedback because we have done feedback to this deck.
I think it's changed stuff as well.
Yeah, I believe he nerfed it differently.
Yeah, he nerfed Unity. Oh yeah, this because the first iteration was like light plus dark was broken as hell.
Oh yeah, the first iteration of this deck was just like Rescue Cat does everything.
Yeah. But I think he cut out Rescue Cat, but like he buffed the rest of it, I think. So it's just a bit too much.
Rescue Cat is whenever you wouldn't play it either way because it makes you die to every ant trap.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, if the Rescue Cat line of text wasn't there, my list would be the exact same because I would not play a copy.
There's those to Impact Mash, as well as, yeah.
Mm.
It just makes you too fragile. If you're comboing off turn 1, you're fine anyway, so you don't need it. And if you play it and you normal summon it in the Azure and Permit, you'll lose.
You can special it with Link 2.
Doesn't Link to only special
Well, if Asher Imperm kills you in it because they hit center, so I feel like you run Cat anyway.
Yeah, Cat is like if you get Cat because you die to Ash Imperm anyway.
Because of center,
like
yeah. Like,
So
there's a few scenarios where you can push through regardless.
I don't think you lose nearly as hard if you get Ashtar Impermed on center.
Oh no, you don't. But like,
First off, if you
still
Imperm it, you can resummon it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And Ash hurts, but
Yeah,
you can
Ash
still like
Oh yeah.
set up some disruptions without it.
I would think Rescue Kit, since it is non-archetypal, it will have a little bit less value than I would think, because
because like with center, even if it gets Ash, you have a center engrave, and that's relevant because you can use its summon effect, you can use it for domain.
it's a name as well on field, so
Yeah.
it can be something on
Like
field.
you can link it off.
I just think Cat is too fragile to the opponent briefing up in your general direction for it to have an impact in how you build the deck.
Yeah, I would say like that's the downside of like
It's power for it's a trade-off between fragility and power, and like the ability to make that trade-off means you're more flexible with your deck building. So if that clause wasn't there, and like the deck suddenly became a lot less fragile for whatever reason, then you could incorporate Cat and you'd be able to pump up more power. So it gives you options.
Yeah, which
Right.
I don't think this deck really needs more options, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, right.
I still don't think you would play it either way.
Yeah, not as the current state, I don't think. But like, after changes happen, maybe.
Like extremely busted beast support that just deck specials a beast come out, it wouldn't change anything.
It's probably something to test out, if I'm being honest.
What the hell happened there?
Someone joined on that.
Yeah,
Magical Paradise.
joined in.
No, you haven't. Don't lie. But I can ping you in your mic if you want to.
I shall do that.
Hold on, give me a second. Really?
I need to redo the J spam command.
There he goes.
Wait, Hugh, what is this?
Wait, what?
Pinging you.
Have you never seen a disco attack before?
No, I've seen it. It's just like, what the hell?
Yes, if you.
Thank you.
Yes, if you go like number. It's like if where the number and the space at the end is like the Discord ID. That's what Discord actually sends when it's sending a ping.
Wow.
And then the exclamation mark is it determines whether it's nickname or it's base name.
Because my nickname constantly has an exclamation point at the top, so I'm always at the top of voice chat. Or most of the time at the top of voice chat.
I should do that as well, because like number goes from top to bottom when he asks for opinions.
And you go.
Also, I think we can invite Aki, right?
Yeah,
I think Aki just has permission. Oh no, wait, she doesn't anymore. Didn't she have time?
Give me a hot second.
Okay, so I guess we say extra deck is too efficient with its XYZs.
Yeah, I've got the feedback is well, it's both the XYZs and the synchro. The XYZ is obviously more so.
Probably let him either pick combo focus or blind focus.
Yeah, I've got him to it needs to pick a direction, either more combo or more grindy.
Yeah, and then there's also the Tri-Brigade thing.
Not both, I've told him about the Tri-Brigade thing. Alright. Oh, Dejan's here.
Vision.
That's when you mute the stream because everyone does that.
Yeah, I muted the stream so I don't have to hear myself talking.
I really should, because I think I figured out how to pronounce. Because Kel and I did experimenting with the TTS bot to figure out how to pronounce Dehan's name, and I think we figured it out.
Heard that mispronunciation.
Wait, I asked if I was saying your name correctly. Wait. How do you
The TTS bot so far is the closest.
Oh, is it Daeyoung? Ah.
Is that a pun in the first line of your text document?
Wait, what? Where?
Oh, it's good.
Hard to find an easy fox for it.
That's just me being an idiot.
What are we looking at today?
Fix.
At the moment?
Elemental Fox.
Yeah, we're just about to wrap up on Elemental Fox. Yeah, I posted there so people. I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to scroll because reasons.
I can also put the link here.
Instead of actually streaming the Discord voice member list, just make a screenshot and put it up there.
No, because like people like to see the green glowing rings, I guess.
Yeah, so mine is perpetually green.
Oh yeah, this is true. Wait, my feedback off the bollocks. Okay, it's fine. Have it pasted. Please fix for it.
Just
I
increase.
have no idea how gratifying it is to hear someone else say bollocks.
Both Scary and Luke are Brits. That's right.
Yeah. Alright, cool. I'll send that.
So
now, on to the next one. What do we want to do?
Next one?
Yeah, what's wait, what teams do we have here? We have just like everyone. Okay, so we can do.
We have at least one member from each.
Team A is fully here, I think.
Yeah, we
Team
have
A?
full Team A.
Okay, we can do Team A stuff then, I guess. I'll just.
So Team A stuff, I have a list.
We have what Paperface and Official Enforcer are, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, these two?
yeah. I tested well, at least not tested out, but I was playing Official Enforcer yesterday.
Can I look at Official Enforcer? I want to look at the Zax deck. Because
you wanna...
Well, the first question is, do they work together?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Where's my
you
blank
are
deck?
with the missed one.
See, the thing with Official
cool.
Enforcer right now is, from what I remember, they got buffed back when
Wasn't
Nyx was
impossible.
around. So like right now.
They were in the last set of Nyx, and then they had like one small change.
Yeah. So they have they have like Rowless, which basically has the clause which says while you control another official enforcer card, set back row cannot be activated except by card effects. And this deck's gimmick is basically bait doll the deck with its monsters.
Oh jeez, that sounds mildly disgusting.
Yeah, so you try to set that up while you have the back row, which one of them is an engage if you control a dark official enforcer monster, and it can search itself, which is also fun.
Do you want for turn at least?
On the first effect, no.
Which card is this?
Attempted official enforcer capture. This set card cannot be activated except by card effect. Draw one card, then if you control a dark official enforcer monster, you can add one official enforcer card from your deck to your hand.
Oh.
This set card is destroyed or banished. You can set one official enforcer back row from your deck or graveyard to your spell and trap zone, except itself. You can only activate this effect once per turn.
Jeez,
that is nasty. But this is this monster.
And that was not in the next version back then. I believe he added this one.
Yeah, you can activate this.
Onto this
so
list.
you can do this into this, and this touches itself and draws a card.
So, like, the thing with this deck is that if you draw at least one official enforcer, or especially the monster searcher, and like back row, you have like a lot of control setup. And also, this deck is kind of nasty with Empty Spell, which is also a card you run.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Empty spell?
What is that?
So, if you combine Rowless Cruel Official Enforcer with Anti-Spell, basically, yeah, Anti-Spell.
I thought you said empty
so
spell.
basically,
Is Force's activation proper PCST?
It should be on bait doll. Reveal that target. Forces activation if it's a trap card, then negate the effect if its activation timing is incorrect, and if you do destroy it. If it's not a trap, return it face down.
Because I'm just wondering.
Yeah, Forces activation is correct by bait doll.
Is that modern or is that like choose?
That's only thing we have to go off. So we're gonna assume it is because I believe bait doll has had recent updates.
Well, I was wondering if it's maybe reincarnate, not reincarnation, if light stage. If you'd use the light stage text.
No, light stage is very different.
The light stage is optional.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You have to activate it, or you send it to the graveyard. If you can activate it,
no. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can just let it go to the graveyard.
So
no. But I know this ruling. You can just let it get sent to the graveyard.
If you're able.
No, you can just let it get sent to the graveyard. Like, if you wanna find a source for that ruling, feel free. But I'm pretty sure.
Quickly find it.
Push this on my. Wait, where's my cursor gone?
There's also the fact that
my cursor vanished. What?
This deck can also run Utopia Double, which the deck has the problem of OTKing out of nowhere, so you
my cursor's vanished. What? I can't see my cursor.
Wait, what was this about empty spell again?
So if you pair up Anti-Spell with Relish Cruel Official Enforcer, So what you do is, actually you pair it with another official enforcer that needs to like force activations because Rallus also includes your set cards as well. So you need to have an official enforcer which can force activation in Rallus plus anti-spell. And that will lead to you activating anti-spell while also having Rallus, which prevents set cards from being activated except by card effects. So your opponent's spells cannot be activated.
Yeah, basically you lock down spells in their entirety.
This is beginning to annoy me.
And technically traps.
Okay, fixed now.
Okay, but anti-spell doesn't do anything.
Okay.
It's a turn one card you play to lock down your opponent's back row with official enforcer.
What are you copying with it? I'm not sure if that even works. Actually, what are you copying with it?
Copying?
Yeah, with anti-spell.
Mate, what do you mean copy? What do you copy with anti-spell? You just prevent your opponent playing spells?
Wait, did I Google the wrong thing?
Anti-spell fragrance.
Anti-spell fragrance is a floodgate.
Oh, I misheard and Googled.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry for my weird voice.
I heard empty spell, so I looked up and I found a spell card that copies a spell. I got confused.
Empty spell?
Yeah, it's anti-spell. Yeah, I heard empty spell as well. It's anti-spell.
I heard anti-spell as well.
But you can use anti-spell fragrance with this deck and buff your opponent out of spells, which is quite a
Is empty
system.
spell like finding your opponent like almost like empty jar?
Sure, why not?
And I guess there's also the engage trap, which you
the engage trap requires a dark, and none of the darks have the activation effect. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the darks destroy. The darks destroy back row, and the winds activate back row.
There's also the fact that Rallus can summon itself if a set back row is activated by a card effect. So if you have it in your hands, you can summon it. Without having to spend summon much.
You can also search it straight off of the trap and summon it after you search it, because
kind of like a multi-faker kind of thing.
Yeah. Especially in mechanically, but you can destroy and set special control one card method. Okay, that's
this is like
it's
like a starting deck list. I don't think it's that good yet, but this is what I went off of with.
Is Jack's button not working again? I feel annoyed.
Yes, 38 cards.
Classic.
Yeah, because I've been thinking of making changes to the deck list.
Official can't be targeted by card effects. How big are these? They're not big.
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to run Utopia double.
Yeah,
because I want to like.
You also you need Utopia. If you're running Utopia double, you also need Utopia.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather run them. Well, I feel like Lightning's better. At least you run both.
Yeah, you'd probably run both.
Because Lightning gets
literally any other Utopia monster because it can't even go into itself. It's literally dead.
It has the Paperface effect, and you can use it twice.
Yeah. If you're playing extra, you're gonna have to run a lot of the nightmares. But if you don't want to run extra,
Run the new extra replacement if you want. If you're worried about extra.
Yeah, that's still OCD though, so we have to wait on it.
Just a second. I'll check out the filters.
Yeah.
Why you can't do this?
What?
You can't banish any generic card on the field till next time I face because you don't have precedent.
Oh, is it like a PCT thing?
That's a game mechanic. It's a new mechanic. And I stay. Did I leave this up? I did leave this up.
Isn't that similar to how Farfa worked or no?
That's only face-up
monsters.
monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the temporary banish are only monsters.
Yeah, I've been looking around all, but I can't find the direct ruling that says it. I am pretty certain that light stage will force the activation, and your opponent doesn't actually get to choose, simply because it does say force the activation or else send that card to the graveyard, not activate the card or send it to the graveyard. Basically, it's if A does not happen, else B happens, not both can happen.
It's all else.
Yeah, it is all else.
I'll see if I can find it. But I seem to recall that you could not.
I guess I can also look at Paperface formatted because works with Force Array.
You don't know if it works. Oh, that's
I could do.
Then you just got
It's
one outlet.
been hypothesized that they do because Sack stacks memory.
Gotcha. Because I know from when I've seen Paperface do stuff when they're added by their active cards. Or
Dude, their gimmick, their so-called gimmick is drawing cards.
Oh yes.
Am I mistaken? Late stage does not force anything. Its wording could be better, but if it should do force an activation, it will be like Bateful. Yeah, there's a lot of contention around this.
There is, yeah.
But I found it was answered by Jackson. Then you choose sensitive gradation, even if it can be spellless, as force anything. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so the owner gets to choose either activate it or send it. Yeah, it's because Fake Doll has had modern PCT wording, so that is like correct. And then late stage will be worded like that. Yeah. It's yeah, like I say, it's not an obvious ruling, but yeah, it is that way. I was pretty sure it was because I was playing a lot during format when that was around. What's the time quick effect tokens? Because no ammo from grave, ammo from deck. Special. Don't have feel shuffling the deck. This is such a weird restriction, you'd never expect to see this.
What?
This set card cannot be activated except like, wait. Wait a second. Oh, is DB dead? Please don't DB dead. Which is the card which lets you activate traps directly from your hand? Is it Makira or is it
It's Makira the Destructor, but you only get one in that turn and it's not good.
Well the thing is, it's this set card cannot be activated. With the double.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you can Makira into these. If it was
Temple of King, does Temple of Kings also deactivate the Hunter?
Nah,
Temple
is
Temple of Kings is set.
Yeah, Temple of Kings is set, and DB is dead, so that's fun.
I think Mac Hero is also Warrior, so you could
believe
it also do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mac Hero is definitely a consideration for this deck.
Yeah, I am just looking at Paperface. I don't think they synergize with Enforcer at all, because there is nothing here that is not Paperface specific.
It used to synergize with Imposter. I do like the returning of the Imposters. I'm sad it's not level 2, but oh well, we can't have everything. I feel like card effect. I don't think there's no field spell.
Well,
I'm not sure on the. Forcing activations on spell cards is interesting. So does it work on your opponent's turn?
Well, I assume the
I don't think it does, because you can't use a spell after light stage.
Yeah, you can't use the spell of light stage.
I don't think it works either way, because this does it in a new chain, and it doesn't work with spell speed.
It's like it has to be.
They would have to be quick play spells.
Yeah, quick play spells at least.
It's similar to how Magi Bullet only has quick play spells and trap cards.
That is a little bit different, but I can see where you're coming from.
It's like you can't use them during, from your hand during their turn, so they only have quick play spells and traps, because those can be used during the opponent's turn.
Yeah. Yeah, so
roughly
I
the same thing.
Yeah, these need to become traps or quick play spells. I would suggest traps, because I don't think there's anything which references spells.
Yeah.
So this is actually a trap.
That imposter one is really strong.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Like, that's really strong.
Yeah, like I could see you just like running this in just anything against back row decks. Quick effect: target a set card in the field, banish another card.
It doesn't even target.
Oh, destroy one. Yeah, destroy a set card on the field. If you do banish a card on the field, then the next time it fits. That's so strong.
Yeah, and it's needed. Let's just take needle fiber as well.
Yeah, you can use it because it's a tuner. If,
which is mildly terrifying.
Why are random decks that aren't synchro based getting tuners now?
Yeah.
I mean, this deck definitely can use synchros because, like, 4+4 is 8, and 8 is a good level.
Well, yeah, but still doesn't make sense.
What's
like
the point?
Giving an Xyz deck a tuner.
This isn't an Xyz deck. This is a main deck.
No, I'm just asking generally speaking.
Because let me have my creative.
The random tuner.
I once had this discussion with someone that I didn't think their monsters needed to be tuners, and he told me specifically that he made them tuners because he wanted them to work with needle fiber.
Yeah, I feel like that's not exactly.
Yeah, it's not the healthiest design.
Really good justification.
Yeah. Like, if you want it to work with, like, there is a justification, like, okay, I want this to work with this generic cards because it fits the theme and stuff. But, like, let me make needle fiber.
Needle fiber.
Yeah, this is Zax we're talking about. I'm pretty sure this was not made a tuner with the intention of needle fiber.
Yeah, herder, needle fiber.
And, like, yeah, for the generic sense, I can definitely see this being an. Because, like, is this better than Bank against back row decks?
It's a normal summon, which makes it a bit iffy.
Yeah, it also can't be. Hang on.
It is a warrior, though.
It's a warrior, and it can't be targeted by card effects.
I think if you run it would be specifically like to go second in these old turbo decks.
Yeah, can we not have that bloody shaman protection? That is kind of dumb.
Well,
please.
Generic issues. Can I?
Which card?
In this day, the imposter that just makes everything unimpossible.
I just suddenly heard something else and thought you were talking about a different card. But yeah, it's basically like you played going second against like back row decks, so you get rid of 2 cards and then you go into his ult. And it also draws you a card if you have literally any spell that you can just activate.
Oh yeah.
Because you set it and then immediately activate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we changed this to... Change that clause to just traps, because then that's in theme. I feel like when you run this, you run a rather low monster count.
Usually doing those back row type of decks. Like, you have 1 normal summon a turn. If you're not doing anything with the rest of your monsters after your normal summon, then they don't achieve much, and you would rather have more back row.
Yeah. But the only one you want lots of is the... Which is the special summon one? Throng?
Throng is special.
Oh, special is from Hand
You
of
probably
Grey.
also want a lot of Hermos that searches.
Yeah, Hermos and... there was one of them which, Rallis is a special summon.
Oh yeah, Rallis specials itself.
Yeah. So you want,
but if you have like Hermos, then you can just...
Yeah, you can go Hermos into Rallis. Although if you don't draw Hermos, I still think you would rather...
Rallis is also kind of nuts for going second in his ult decks, because you set a random spell, you activate it, it summons itself, and then you get rid of 2 cards.
Yeah, we're changing the if a set thing is activated to be a set trap. This is activated by card effect.
Big shade brigandine type.
Yeah, wait, hang on. Set spell traps cannot be activated except by card effects. Wait, what? No.
Yeah.
Denko Wrecker, you can special summon? No.
Yeah.
It's not even that, it's better Denko Wrecker, because you don't have to you can set things. And then just force them to activate. It's like, oh cool, I'm gonna just set anti-spell, activate anti-spell, summon this bloody thing. Cool, you can't play.
Yeah, and it could be special as well. It's, yeah. That's,
It's big dumb.
Yeah. This card is advantage special summon 1 wind from you. 1 wind.
Well, I've just realised these are dark and wind, so you can easily play like Dark Saborg in this as well, which is mildly disgusting.
Somewhat. I think it's fine to have in the theme.
Simorcus,
I think it is. It's just kind of hilarious.
Let's back up now.
Doesn't it just prevent the amount of things to get?
Yeah, your opponent can also set any cards on the field. That's...
Yeah. Wait, no, that's bad. You want them to set cards.
Yeah.
You want them to set cards.
Anything.
Yeah.
Well, not if you're using a thing that like Denko seconds your opponent.
I mean, if you have the thing which Denko seconds,
set cards.
Yeah. So
yeah,
if they can't
set cards.
Yeah, if they can't set cards, they can't be Denko second.
Yeah, the Denko doesn't do anything anymore.
Yeah. Like you can do Smog plus anti-spell. That works. It's like anti-spell is the bigger include than Smog. Because it only specials like.
That's one thing. I'm thinking anti-spell, not Smog. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Long way around. It's okay. Happens to the worst of us.
Just regularly in my case. I mean, what?
If this set card is destroyed or banished, you can set one from your deck or graveyard. If this set card is destroyed by balance, you can add one official force and monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can special summon Wind Official Forcer, i.e. Hermos. Well, I guess, or Throng.
Yeah. Throng if you already have a Hermos and Grey.
Yeah. If this set card is destroyed by balance, you can set one back row from your deck or graveyard.
You would definitely place some like Waking Dragon or artifacts in this just for the end.
Nah.
No, I don't think you would.
No, you'd more likely to play Dragonic Diagram.
Waking the Dragon doesn't even work on your own destroys.
Yeah. If set cards destroy, you can special summon Dark Official from your deck. Oh, this is continuous. If this set, yeah.
Yeah, that had the trail has a double full stop at the end of the first sentence.
Yeah. That can get fixed as and when, it's fine.
There's some more random minor typos, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, there are other issues to fix first. Tag one card in the field, shuffle into the deck. If this set card is destroyed or banished, the rest of the town officials can't be destroyed by battle. Meh. During the end phase, if you control a dark, you can set this card from grave match with this field. You can target one monster on the field, destroy one set card you control, then destroy that target. Okay. Draw one card, then if you control a dot, you can add one card from your deck to your hand. You only feel. Why is this? Wait. You can only feel. Oh, he wants to be able to act. Oh. Right. Huh.
What are you looking at?
I just realized something. He can activate the spell cards from his hand.
Yeah.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah.
That's why it makes it really liquid, because it's just a rota for any card.
Right. I thought it was like, oh, you have to activate them while they're set, but no.
No, the spells are just you can activate them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that completely went way over my head. I'm an idiot. I was gonna mess with the wording on like if you activate a thing which was set this time, because I'm assuming. I guess you could just like set this. Yeah. I think you're gonna have to just do buy a card effect instead of having the generic thing. Yeah, let's change that. Set.
So just
So is it BTT stuff that's going on right here?
Yeah, I'm just slightly trying to work out the mechanics of this though.
Oh yeah, you guys also agree about the Rowless being an Echo Secco for the deck?
Yeah, no, I don't think we want that. Because that is, that's kind of.
Yeah, I'll paste my current notes to staff. Yeah, impulses were improved elsewhere, but like this is just in the name. It's a legacy name, right? Got one card from your deck to your hand. You have to go from your hand at the time.
Attempted might need a nerf as well.
Which one?
What?
The engage.
Attempted? Yeah. And if you control a dark.
This actually has quite a lot of really easy and good removals.
Yeah.
Just like you have a quick.
But that's the.
destroy and banish something. You have a quick effect, just destroy anything. Quick effect, shuffle.
With the way Attempted is right now, you can technically pop it with like rap lists or whatever, and then you get to set one. And if you have another dude that can force activation, you can do some searching on the opponent's turn or something.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do a lot of stuff with this deck. I'd have to see this in action.
Can you even
have a play
use these to turn their set, since the activation timing wouldn't be proper?
The spells, no, you can't. That's why we need to make them quick with spells.
No, I mean the traps as well.
Traps? No, yeah, you can.
I know
What ruling do you have from that? Because I think the only
that's actually good.
Bait Doll.
Bait Doll is normal spell. You maybe actually
might have to be.
But the thing is, does Bait Doll allow you to target your own things to turn their set?
Because I know if Bait Doll targets something where the activation timing isn't proper, it just like destroys it or something.
Yeah, that's because it's specifically.
Reveal that target and force its activation. If the trap, then negate its effect.
Yeah, Bait Doll is worded differently.
If you do, destroy it. If it's not a trap card, return it face down. When it resolves, shuffle into the deck instead of sending it to the grave.
What the hell?
Bless that person.
Who was that?
Don't question it. It happens sometimes.
that was fun.
It's under previously official rulings. If you use this card on a trap card that was just set this turn, the timing is incorrect, so the trap is destroyed.
Okay.
If you use this card to an activated trap card with cost,
like malfunction. Yeah, if you flip it on like malfunction or something, or scrap iron.
Yeah, they must play the cost. But yeah, if you use it on something that set the turn, it doesn't work if the timing is incorrect, so the entire archetype's gimmick kind of falls apart.
Although Bait Doll specifically includes the activation timing and being incorrect, and these don't. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. Is the question.
I think you are.
Yeah, because forcing his activation, that just breaks game mechanics, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you can definitely word around it.
When you just even if it feels set this turn.
Yeah, that works. I was thinking you have to put something on the traps, but yeah, that works better.
I do know the weakness of the deck is that if you don't have enough back row to play with, the deck is gonna have an underwhelming board.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you only need a few monsters, and again, you just play like 30 back row cards.
Yeah. Actually, you can play like both of the new pop cards and just banish your entire extra deck just to really easily like plus a million from generic cards.
Forces activation. If I have to include this, negate the effect if the activation timing is incorrect. Yeah. Reveal the target. Forces activation if it's a trap card. Then negate the effect if its activation timing is incorrect, and if you destroy it. Negate the effect if the activation timing is incorrect.
I'm guessing you guys already looked at YGO organization Bait Doll rulings or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gimmick is convoluted.
Yeah. Then negate the activation. Then negate its effect if the activation timing is incorrect. Meaning that Bait Doll ignores activation timing.
To be fair, Bait Doll's last PCT update was 2012.
That's it's post PCT though.
Still a bit of.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got. It's post semicolons.
Most of the old cards that have weird effects, even if they get reprinted after PSCT, they still rarely have proper PSCT because the gimmick is just so fucked.
Yeah, although like
because wasn't it Battles of Legend that was the definitive PSCT revamp.
Baked.Doll ignores activation timings. Because it negates its effect if the activation timing is incorrect. So, the activation, if it's a set trap that was set this turn, the activation timing is incorrect, but Baked.Doll still forces the activation.
So I think light stage does follow activation timing. So it's weird.
Yeah, light stage and Baked.Doll are very different.
Yeah. Well.
Can you light stage your own cards?
I don't think you'll get a definitive answer on light stages because rulings definitely seem to change depending on where you are. Because I know, like, the people I've spoken to, they always take it how light stage you don't get to choose whether to activate the card or not. You must activate the card or it goes to the graveyard.
Yeah, I've looked in Judge's Lounge and I found sources saying the contrary. And I trust. I trust Judge's Lounge.
Choose.
Yeah.
Well,
even if you take it as written, if you treat the stop as your opponent must, and then activate it during the end phase or else send it to the graveyard, if you treat that as the option and you must choose one of them, then the wording makes sense. If the must doesn't, if something like your opponent must doesn't include the things after the or, then the or has to be fully capitalized. If it's not capitalized, then the or only applies to the last thing in the text, so they must should apply to else send it to the graveyard as well. It's like that.
You give us a children's card game, guys.
It really is.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah, there's nothing convoluted in it whatsoever.
No such thing.
And it's not like Konami just had no idea what they were doing when they were making all these old cards. No, that's not the case. Who told you that?
Nah. Why would that happen?
Oh yeah, can we ban Serpentine Princess effective immediately, please? Please.
Yeah, for banning that, but I also want to ban like Parasite because that doesn't work either.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an announcement that's just says, you cannot use cards such as Serpentine Princess, Parasite, or cards that require a specifically coded button on Dueling Book to work in custom cards, as we have no way to resolve those effects. Or ruling issues in general.
Just make an announcement that says any card printed before PSCT cannot be used as a precedent for how cards work.
Which means Baked.Doll can be!
I mean, how would people know which ones are,
Go to the wiki and look for the date of the original release.
Yeah, put the actual date.
I mean, to be fair,
PSCT
artifacts kind of say hi to that, which is a bit of a problem.
Artifacts require a specific button on DB, so...
Yeah,
exactly.
Card that requires a specifically into the code of DB button to work, such as, so Lilith sadly falls under this, Artifacts, Parasite,
Extrav,
Creature, Extrav technically, anything that requires a coded button on DB to work or via rulings cannot resolve, please do not use them.
Doesn't with Lilith you just set them or something and then roll a die?
No, because with Lilith the effect doesn't reveal which one you set.
It doesn't reveal which one.
Yeah, so in what you do in the actual game in real life is you take 3 cards, you shuffle them, so your opponent doesn't know which ones they are. Then they pick from the 3 unknown cards. So like the way you would do it like you do Sky Striker multi-roll, where you although it's so you have to banish 3 traps from your deck, top deck your hand, add the traps to your hand. The opponent picks one, set one, then bottom deck your hand, draw the rest of your hand, shuffle the deck.
Yeah.
That is so convoluted.
It's convoluted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Close
and
enough.
then like cards like Parasite, Paranoid, Convulsion of Nature, and just artifacts just don't work.
Parasite doesn't even work in the regular game. You can't shuffle with it existing.
True. DB you can, because it's automated shuffling, but real life you can't.
You can't in like TCG. Because you never have a random deck if it's in your deck.
Oh yeah, that also reminded me of Use Your Friendship. That's a
Yeah.
fun.
Well, I think Parasite is like I think if I remember hearing like from people like you have to be able to match your opponent's sleeves to be able to legally use it. Otherwise,
Even
you're not allowed to use
if you match sleeves, it's upside down in your deck. You can just look at the top card and you know if it is Parasite or not.
Yeah, it's a mess.
You cannot physically randomly shuffle with it in your deck.
Especially someone if you had up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it.
You can shuffle, look at it, and put it towards the bottom of your deck.
Yeah, you can just keep shuffling until
until
it's not on the top.
And then your opponent cuts on top decks. So.
Yeah, and then your opponent cuts it to the top. It doesn't work. It's not random.
It's not a functional card.
I love the OCG art though. The OCG art is so terrifying.
I know you can do it
it's
on,
coming out of the face, yeah.
I know you can do it on auto sims, but in real life it's a mess.
This deck is such a...
So is there a way to make sure this Enforcer's PSCT is like,
Like... Activating spells via this effect is definitely a no-go.
Yeah, normal spells.
We can extend it to trap card or quick play spell, because quick play spells are basically traps.
Yeah.
And then you just have to put including the turn it's set.
Yeah.
Force activation clause.
It's weird even if you try to make it work.
Yeah, I remember in one replay, I just set like the spell off of the attempted trap, and I tried to force activation on my opponent's turn, and I didn't even know if that would actually work.
Yeah.
The rulings are a bit iffy.
Yeah, what was I talking? After the resolution of this chain, okay.
If you make it so that it doesn't care about activation timing, then you're going to open the floodgates to all sort of random weird traps that just suddenly become broken.
Yeah, and like you could probably it also like it lets you do weird, like it sets a weird precedent for mechanics where you can just mess with the game so much.
Yeah.
And just creates broken game states. How many viewers do I have? A whole 6, most of which are all in this chat.
You have as much people in your stream as in this voice channel.
5, 6. Yeah, I think the only viewers are the guys in the chat because I'm also viewing.
So what's what other cards are we setting for precedent for this sort of? You can't use these as precedents to justify your custom cards effect existing.
So artifacts, parasite.
It's yeah. You just say pre PSCT era.
Yeah,
and then
just
you
make
then
it like
you, then you add the clause
anything pre PSCT and anything that doesn't work in dueling book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Anything that needs a green button.
Or an artifact button.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the green button.
Yeah.
Time to ban desires needs a green button.
Since technically official enforcer are kind of, from what I first supposed to work with Paperface, I guess I can look at Paperface. Shuffle 2 Paperface. I can just put it in step no mic if you're interested in looking at it. But.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish up on initial look over of official enforcer.
I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist and hope that the new rule makes me right in pretending that it doesn't
No,
exist.
Baitdoll's post PCT, so
No, it's original print is before it.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Going for original print makes more sense
Original
because
print?
the weird functional cards get reprinted sometimes.
True.
What is people making blanket targeting protection on like not hard to summon ED monsters?
Well, you see, people like not losing,
Yeah, that's really.
which is it's the general thing.
When was
Oh,
PCT?
wow.
When was PCT first a thing?
July 2011. I
This is-
just looked at it. It's July 2011 is when they started the
Yeah.
the bloody revamp.
I don't know the date, but any card that has its original print before it is probably questionable precedent.
Context.
Like Baitdoll doesn't have ruling issues, and like mechanically it functions. Like there's nothing wrong with it. So I don't.
April itself doesn't, but if you try to extend what it does by using it as precedent, then you start running into a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're expanding on the effect, I can see that, but you can definitely restrict the effect to not cause issues. It's not trivial, but like you definitely can.
Yeah,
So
it becomes convoluted.
yeah.
So could he like make his spells quick play? So
Yeah. That's what I've. I'll paste what I've currently got.
Here we go.
But like,
Well,
if you take that logic, Serpentine Princess also technically doesn't have ruling issues because
It
it's
does.
ruled to just work this way.
Yeah, that's
It's not consistent with the rest of the game.
yeah.
but its rulings
BKSS.
are there.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because card text takes priority over rulings because you have stuff like Amaterasu, which just says, "Hey, I can activate this effect to this face-down card, even if it's not public knowledge."
Yeah.
Well, at that point, you it's like activating cards in hand because cards in hand are not public knowledge, but like you just reveal them, and then that's the same thing.
Yeah, I think those Amaterasu cards work. They just have to like flip as cost.
Yeah. I
No,
think
you could do it anyway. Well, yeah, because you have to reveal the effect. Yeah, it's like activating effects in hand. You have to reveal
does
it.
reveal its cost.
I know some newer ones get revealed as cost for it. Don't know exactly which one. It's also not an effect I
Yeah,
would
but-
think
yeah.
about often because I don't care. Yeah, it does reveal or flip as cost.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like the old level 4 2600 attack one does it as effect, but that one's like ancient. Big
I like
shield
that.
garden, I think.
Wait, there's a level 4 with 2600 attack. Excuse me.
yeah, big
defend.
shield.
Yeah, Big Show Gunner
Oh,
flips as
Big
effect,
Guard.
and that's
Yeah.
like had wording change.
But that's like ancient. Amaterasu is more closer to how it would work
Sure.
with flipping with cost.
Yeah. That's affecting
Wait,
games.
did you just say there's no level 4 with
2400?
2600 attack?
Yeah.
Oh, 2400. That's not what you
Yeah.
see.
I think the highest on level 4 has been 2400. Unless
Yeah,
I'm-
you-
No, there is. There's Armor EXE. It's a rock that can't attack the same turn as normal summon, flips on a special summon.
There's also
And then-
Giant Kozaki.
Hey!
No man, if I type a 4 in the level rank box, I get things with 3000 attack. Obviously, it's
Yeah, there's Fossil Dragon Skull Gear and
That's the.
as well.
I thought that was the thing with 26, wasn't there?
Lion-Hearted Locomotive.
What's the?
Rare.
I
Maybe
think
it's- hang on.
Kozaki is the biggest at 25.
That's not Chexy.
There's Mechlo Emperors. I thought that was a 2600 one.
no. There is a 2600 vanilla level 6. Maybe that's where you got.
No,
confused.
the monster which like can't fight with extra monster zone.
Oh, Storm Cipher? Yeah, that's 24.
Is it 24?
Yeah, no, the high stage Giant Kozaki.
Giant Kozaki, and it has the highest combined stats of the two as well, of all of them as well.
Ah.
4900.
Kozaki are people, isn't it? Because stats matter in
Bro,
this game.
Kozaki FTK, bro. I'm telling
It's
you.
hard.
Yeah.
Bro, I managed to fit 2 FTKs in my deck. I'm playing both Giant Kozaki and...
Force activation.
Oh, that was amazing.
Bro, if I don't win by the effective jackpot 7, I win by the effective Kozaki. Giant
Got
Kozaki.
Activation is possible. If it. Force activation is possible. Force activation. Force activation if possible.
I love how
Get effect action.
like,
Oh, okay.
I love Kozaki as a card series.
This
Proof
affects.
Kozaki studies look at the top 3 cards of your deck and return those cards to the top of
Target
the
resist
order. To what effect in telescope?
Bro,
This effect actually fixes itself because
Wait, how does an effect get fix itself? I'm confused.
so like because it has the if possible, so like it checks for the it doesn't ignore what Bait Doll ignores. So Bait Doll ignores activation condition; it just negates the effect afterwards. But the if possible here, I think it means it checks activation condition. Because forces activation after resolution of the chain. So next chain, if that card can be activated, activate it. That's what it's saying.
You're way too deep in this rabbit hole.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reveal it. Next, after this chain resolves, i.e. the next chain, if possible, activate it.
But that still means the traps can't be activated to turn the set.
Correct. So we need to
And yeah, and the spells need to be deployed.
if activate force activation after the resolution of this chain, even if it was set this turn, if possible. Yeah, and then that fixes. Wait, hang on. Oh, the if possible fixes the. Oh no, it doesn't because trigger effects. Yeah, because you have after the resolution of this. Does it fix with normal spells?
No.
During your turn.
They can't be activated. Yeah,
it doesn't
during
fix
your turn they
anything,
work.
you're just
During your opponent's
thinking
turn,
about
they
it
work.
way too hard because it doesn't have precedent.
I mean, it does have because we have the we have light stage.
But light stage sends to the grave if it's a normal spell, because you
But-
can't activate it.
Because it's not your turn. If you're targeting your own spells during your turn,
Yeah, you can activate them.
yeah,
but
which
if
is
they're
Not a-
quick plays or trap.
Not if it activates during end phase. It's still not the right timing.
yeah. So
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
yeah, so
And Imposter is always in the new chain, which is trigger timing, which is weird either way with these.
yeah. Let me get the.
Because
Can we get
light
the fast
stage
effect
is like light stage normal spells you can't and counter traps you can't activate under any condition, so they're always sent to the graveyard under.
Yeah,
Light
because
stage.
it's during your opponent's turn, so you'll be able to activate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The-
template
yeah,
activates
the-
cards with effects. Chain resolves. After chain resolves, does it activate trigger effect? No. Template can activate fast effect? No. Split pass. Game state becomes open. Template. Yeah, with normal spells like if it does work, it's very easy to no clip because you activate literally anything in the trigger effect timing, and then it just goes no.
But what if it's argued that this is in trigger effect?
Yeah, I think it is in trigger effect timing. Looking at this, yeah, because it's the
If
next
it is in
available
trigger
chain.
effect, if it is just in trigger effect,
Well,
timing, this creates a bunch of weird rulings on its own.
No, it's not in trigger effect timing. It's this bit. It's this bit here.
You say this bit, but you have like this text file up in front of the thing you're showing.
Yeah, I mean...
It's Turnpike can activate fast effect, it's here.
But is it a fast effect then? Because it tells you that you're doing it in a new chain after it's resolved.
Yeah,
so it could also be true.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
You would never know.
Yeah, because if we pass through here, we get to normal spells, because normal spells can be activated here. Yeah, I don't think it works on normal spells. Definitely works on traps.
I think it's fucked either way. You're trying way too hard to make it work.
Yeah, I think it works on quick spells.
Yeah, I think they do work on quick text spells as long as the correct text is added.
Yeah, and then if we have a normal spell, we go, well, its activation is not possible because it needs to activate in block B.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to argue like new mechanics, you don't have a after this chain resolves effect. As far as I'm aware. So
yeah, that is also a bit fucked.
Yeah, like if you want to argue new mechanics, you can argue that. Because that's typically trigger effect timing.
If you want to maintain functionality rather than caring about maintaining gimmick, I would just
you can
give the spell and trap something like if this card is targeted by an archetype monster or something.
Revealed by.
And then activate. Then you can activate it.
Yeah, you'd have to say revealed by a thing, I think.
Targeted works as they all target.
Yeah, they all target, but he wants it to be one chain light. So you'd say revealed. But then, like, you don't, because they reveal.
New chain. If you say if it's targeted, then that's can be trigger.
No, it's quick effect because it's a trap. Traps are quick unless like it has to be trigger.
I mean, traps can also have triggers.
Yeah, but like they default to quick because traps are inherently supposed to be 2. So if they can be supposed to be 2, they are supposed to be 2.
I think you could make it work without all the force activation nonsense. You would just have to change it a bit.
Yeah, like
and
I'm pretty sure
if you do that, the archetype would make way more ruling sense.
Well, I'm pretty sure he wants to be able to force his opponent's activations as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you could obviously you could hardword it, be like activate one of the following effects, bait doll on opponents, or do a thing to one of yours to trigger it. But like that's ugly, and I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I think that's unwieldy.
Reveal and enforce its activation after the resolution of this chain if possible, otherwise return it to its previous
resolution of this chain. So I don't think resolution is ever used. Oh no, hang on. As long as we at resolution. We have at resolution from Impo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think the resolution part isn't weird. I think the new chain link part is the weird.
It's not a new chain link. It's after resolution of this chain.
I believe double spell is.
This chain is.
I believe double spell is a normal spell, right?
It is. This comes spell target spell card in your opponent's graveyard. I have no idea how this card works. This card's so fucked.
Double spell is one, yeah.
Yeah.
Double spell just it's in this chain link that double spell is activated and does its effect. That you do the effect.
Yeah, I assume it just replaces the effect of double spell basically.
What's the? Let me have a look at Judge's Lounge for bait doll. activate goal. Like, when does it... Hang on.
Paperface are much simpler.
Silent strike warning.
But bloody hell, that's just a... Okay, that's a pretty good card. Bloody hell, okay.
This is what I want. Trap card is activated in the middle of a resolving data. Okay. That's what I thought. Oh god, now we're gonna have people.
Regardless of the deck's PFTs works or not, this deck's power, or at least control power, is really, really good.
Yeah, I wanna fix mechanic issues so we know how things work, and then think about power, because
it's like,
this deck looks really strong.
Just on paper, it does seem pretty reasonable. I mean,
it looks like it has a lot going for it.
Spells are all good. Yeah.
I don't think the deck itself is like broken. It's just
it has potential. It has potential. It definitely has potential.
I think arguably the worst card is Enforcers, just because its good effect is really only.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about this, but what about like the archetypes gimmick with like trap tricks restriction? How would this work?
Trap trick restriction.
What do you mean trap?
Trap trick doesn't activate as a card effect. It just allows the activation, so you still couldn't activate these if you set them by trap trick.
No, like you can only activate one trap for the rest of the turn after this card resolves.
Yeah, that's if you trap trick, you can still even if you force it, the if possible clause just like says, yeah, I suck when I play with trap trick.
If I activate trap trick and I have like two traps, I activate one of them.
Yeah, you can't
force the activation of the other.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work. You probably still do you still play trap trick in the deck? Maybe my voice is breaking.
It has some targets. It has escaping and attempted, which I believe
attempted
I
capture.
believe you.
Wait, what?
I don't know, maybe not.
Like, I want to cut some back row, but I don't want to because this deck...
Wait. Okay. I got worried for a minute.
Is Lord Paperface in the server?
Lord Paperface? No idea. Not as far as I'm aware.
I mean, it's in submission.
Is it no? But as in, is the card named Lord Paperface? Is that in the server? Either as a single or as a.
Not as far as. Do we have cards mentioning Lord Paperface?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so we have to.
In Paperface, one of the cards mentions it.
Alright. Yeah, yell at him to check with that, and then we can wait for him to get back to us on that. Or is it at the submission limit?
It would go over submission limit if you had included it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at submission limit.
Oh wow, Lord Paperface is actually just insane. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, is it, do you search it, or did you find it in singles?
No, I just searched it, but...
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Lord Paperface is rather important. Yeah. Oh, I can press Control plus.
If this card is linked someone, both players place all cards in their hands on the bottom of the deck, then both players draw 3 cards.
Oh.
Yes. Hand looping the
Hand loop your opponent for 2, why don't you?
Yeah.
Card would be destroyed at all.
Draw
Draw a card, reveal it. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's time.
Okay, so why do you need to be called Lord Paperface?
If I could spell, that'd be amazing. Do we just want to do mechanics feedback? Close enough.
What the hell are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna post what I have for Official Enforcers in stuff. Namek. Check, see if I've missed anything. Or if I'm being stupid.
No, I'm always telling people that they're being stupid.
Yeah, I'm very good at being stupid. Except when I'm not.
Same.
I'm right there.
I feel so rusty.
Just drown yourself in like Coca-Cola and all the rust will come right out.
Oil works pretty well too.
Yeah,
well,
acquiring enough oil to drown yourself in is harder than acquiring enough Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I'm gonna paste that, I think, and tag Zax. Keep scrolling. Switching feedback. That's official. Did I spell official right? No, I didn't. Of course I didn't.
I would also recommend like listing people that are working in official enforcer because Dax wants to like talk to people who are
Yeah.
get feedback.
I'll shadow ping. I'll shadow ping the people. Me. Nova.
Yeah.
We have Scary. Or Q.
That's what you think. I didn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
Imagine just Dax pinging Q. You're just like, wait, what?
Just randomly getting pinged and be like, wait, I didn't read this archetype.
Paperface, Bubble, do you just want to yell at him, be like, Lord Paperface is not included? What's happening?
Well, I've asked him is there a reason it's because basically there are 2 linked 4s. One of them is treated as Lord Paperface, but nothing in the archetype interacts with Lord Paperface.
Oh, okay.
It's
I mean, I'm trying to figure out where
Is it always treated as Lord Paperface?
while you control another Paperface monster, but
okay.
nothing in the archetype interacts with Lord Paperface by name, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. We'll. Do we want to look at it anyway? Because like that's only a name issue.
Yeah. Yeah. No. The deck's completely fine to look at. It's just a weird question. I'm wanting to know why.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Was specifically named, even though
I
nothing.
probably should read like the description. Combo Swarm deck inspired by imposters.
I don't actually read descriptions.
I probably should.
I
I read
don't.
them. I read them. You know, it's like They're inspired by Imposter Combo and what else was there? These types of gimmick which they add each other or whatever. Like if this is added by an archetype, they do stuff.
Okay. Spellcaster warriors.
Yeah, and they have lore with imposters, so that's neat as well.
Oh, they have an oh yeah, they had an imposter, right? Where's the imposter? There we go, Shin.
They
based among impostors seems to be.
It's a paperface, you can be fancy.
I believe it's the only warrior. No, there's another.
Yeah,
warrior.
there's 3 warriors, I think. In main deck, at least. Special summon card by shuffling 2 from your graveyard into the deck. You can special summon Feign Shake. Once per turn play, this card's out from the deck to hand. Buy a Paperface card effect. You can feel this card in hand. Don't need that clause. You can special summon 2 tokens. Oh, hello!
Tokens.
Yeah.
Yes.
If this card is added, you can special summon 2 tokens. That seems,
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
You can shuffle 2 face monsters from your graveyard into the deck, add 1 Paperface monster from your deck to your hand. That's on link 2. So, i.e., if you link summon it, you can add it. That's a fusion summon. If you reveal a Paperface card in your hand, wait, you actually fusion summon this? Wait, what?
Oh, wild.
Wait, how'd you? Wait a second, when did you even use the fusion summon? Wait. I don't think the deck is in archetype fusion. I think you have to run poly.
Wait, this is fusion? Okay.
Wait, you run poly? Wait, which was medic?
You have to run poly because I don't see a way to fusion summon it.
Yeah,
Wait, that's a fusion FTK. Hold on, I need to read this.
Wait, if you reveal a Paperface card in hand, yeah, you can FTK with it.
Okay, very nice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only special it once per turn. But you can.
No, but you can review a Paperface from your hand and put 500, and it's not once per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you have to summon this thing with poly because the deck doesn't have an archetype fusion.
Or Samstein.
Which is kind of hilarious.
You can also only reveal 1 at a time because if you activate or reveal multiple in the same timing, it just doesn't activate.
Yeah, but I think they do that. I think you only have 1 at a time anyway. So I don't think it matters. Shoot this card, you control special summon 1 from your graveyard except itself. If this card is in, you can reveal this card, target 1 Paperface in your graveyard, special in the defense position. Yeah, and you have to use medic for the one medic with the Paperface plus 1 Paperface monster. I feel so easy. If you reveal the Paperface card in your hand, if your opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, declare 1 card name, your opponent randomly chooses 1 card in your hand, then negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Also, after that, reveal the chosen card in your hand. If the revealed card's name is the declared card name, you can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. You can use this effect to play blah 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 up to twice per turn. This is a fusion with 2 Omni negates. Yeah, double Omni negates as long as you have a card in your hand.
I'm mostly thinking of just the FTK potential to do with fusion, just because you can just not once per turn reveal the 1 Paperface in your head.
I have a feeling. Yeah.
I mean, so you're 1. So actually, so that's 1. So you're 1.
I don't think you have 16.
Who needs 2 Omni negates when you can just FTK your 1 and smile?
So 1, 2.
This card seems so strong. Like it's. You can fusion subsidy this as well, so that you can run Swamp King or something.
5.
You just need a specific one. Any Paperface.
You can Cyberstein it for a double Omni negate and a normal sub.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. That card seems a bit of a tune.
I don't think it should be twice per turn.
7.
Double Omni negate and potential double destroy for single turn.
Yes.
Also, if you don't need to destroy, you can just declare Nibiru to assert the dominance.
Yeah. In the perfect world, you can reveal Paperfaces 8 times.
Oh wait, you can hang on. Reveal the chosen card in your hand. If you reveal a Paperface card in your hand, burn 500.
Yeah.
So you can reveal it with a zone effect. So you only need to get.
Don't you keep one card in your hand and then just?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just sets the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this deck is already like. I mean, I guess you still have to run poly.
It's spell where you can use Magical Ice Fusion to banish them from grave.
Yeah, there are also spellcasters.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Magical Ice Fusion.
So like you can combo off and then vert to the Magical Ice Fusion to add a double Omni negate on whatever you did.
Yeah, this card seems a bit overtuned.
It is.
We have this reborn. Now I'm kind of interested in making a deck now. Let's go, boys.
Cyberstone.
Alright, let me find the tape.
There is actually a card that reveals multiple cards at once, so that does that won't let you do the burn if you have multiple Paperface cards.
Okay, so what we got? We've got Field Spell, which is targeting protection. Well, if you draw 2 or more Paperface. So if you have this with Fusion, it becomes untargetable double Omni dead.
I got it.
Do you run multiple copies of Field Spell?
I'd assume so. I mean, even if the search is slow, it's still a phase. You can't target my shiz.
Depends on the search pool it is. I feel like you probably run like 2. Depending, well.
Because it doesn't like do 2.
I think you side it. Or like.
What card is this about?
Field Spell. While you control 2 or more things you control can't be targeted by card effects.
Like it doesn't actually bring much value.
Yeah, it's you run it into like I would main 1 if it's searchable, which it probably is, and then you just side the rest. Again for specific matchups because like it's basically Magical Field mid breaker, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And shuffle this card into a deck.
Yeah, 1 at most if it's searchable. If it's not searchable, I wouldn't run it at all.
Okay, so exact. I need to read the response from this.
Have I been playing?
I don't think Paperface Necromancy works, does it?
Which one?
For the second part of it. The first quick play spell.
It does if it specifically says that it shuffles something.
Because target Pokemon Paperface, especially then shuffle this card into your deck.
Wait, it requires another enforcer?
You can shuffle activated quickly or normal spells or whatever if it specifically says that it does it to a spell that's activated like that. So it works since it says it's on its own activation, but if a different card would want to shuffle this, it wouldn't.
What's the prerequisite for that? Or
it's just reborn for Paperface.
Which card has that shuffle effect?
Necromancy. The last card on the right.
No, which TCG card has that type of effect?
Hold up, let me find the precedent. It's like a counter trap that shuffles the opponent's card. I think the Madolche might, but there's another one. Yeah, T-Break When a spell or trap card is activated, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, negate the activation. If you do, return it to the hand. I think this works.
Yeah,
normal,
but
negate turn it.
And I think there's one with like specific.
No, that's negating the activation though. If the activation's been negated, you can put it wherever you want.
Yeah.
Because it was never on the field. Because
So
this is shuffling itself, which is very different.
Okay.
I know you can do it.
So for some stuff I feel yeah.
Oh yeah, wire tap is the one I was thinking of.
Wiretap? No, that's different.
Wiretap shuffles the card you negate, not the
it's
card.
Oh, Jackpot
Yeah,
7.
but-
Oh, Jackpot 7, there we go.
Oh, that's jackpot.
Yeah, when this card's activated, shuffle this card from the field into the deck.
That's what you were.
To be fair, there is also Hero Medal.
I don't read that gimmick cards.
You just applying search filters is useful.
Yeah, I knew you could do it. My reference was just from the other
There's
side.
also Mask of Revenants and Hero's Fairest Treasure.
I want to go for Zach's yelling at me.
You just asked about the
Yeah.
and that is change.
Second note for instays. This is something that's tempting me to fix. I must ask because the first one, so if I make a seamless control or something. Instay. Yeah, that should be fine. And then the Rathless. Oh wait. Oh, Denko Seeker is. You have to control another one. We didn't see that. We can't read.
I never read reading.
So
To be fair, that's still a bloody still a pretty bloody good effect. Just
yeah, we haven't done.
She still summons herself for free.
Yeah, this is just mechanic review and like generic review. We're then going to look at how the archetype functions as a whole later.
Yeah.
The way the deck what it wants to do is like the deck what it's trying to do is set up the control board with Rathless, which basically tries to Denko Seeker, and you force activation of your cards. And if you have stuff like anti-spell, you make the lock even more powerful.
Yeah. I'm still not quite happy with Rally's just being better Denko Seeker, even if you need to control another, because she summons herself already, which just makes her much better by default.
Yeah, but like it's not generic, and generic was the thing that jumped out at us, which was like, ooh, that's what we need to fix. But it's not that. So unless there's like one card way to do it, which I don't believe there is.
I mean, to be fair, you could just like summon her, almost search her, activate a spell, summon her, and then
yeah, it has, yeah,
so
you oh yeah, because you could just force a non-archetypal one. Yeah.
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 So yeah, it does. Hermos is still technically a one card, just better than the other log. And I guess Hermos is stuck in attack position for that, but still, it's still pretty reasonable.
Only that a better thing. Denko Seeker is a bit because the upside of Denko is that you normal summon it and the opponent cannot respond with back row.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we still
because you can respond.
Like...
Yeah, like
if it's an activated effect, then it loses a lot of power against back row.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to give like this deck really strong power for control, Rathless having it as like their own in archetype Denko Seeker is like something that we can give them.
Because it's very like if you're aware of it, it's going to be pretty obvious to see coming, and it's pretty slow.
Like I've tested the deck. Like there are times where once you are in a position of advantage, you're just going to win anyways because of
it's a control deck. It's a control deck.
Yeah, it like with the engage. Like personally, I feel like the engage should have been changed as well, but
yeah, that's this is just like precursory stuff, so we can just focus purely on testing when we can get around to testing, which should be
To be fair, it's like, looking at it on
Next
paper,
time.
it's like, there are lots of things in this deck that would be really good against both control and combo decks. Because, like, against combo decks, you have a lot of removal during the opponent's turn, and then control decks, you just have Rallis and removal.
Okay, so we just say, like, the deck still needs testing, but those changes we do want to have.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've communicated that to Zax.
Yeah. Also, the main thing for Paperface is just the law thing, apparently.
Paperface technically has a 1.5 card way to summon the fusion, and it lets you do it every turn.
Which card is that starting from?
Noble.
Noble. You discard a card out on Paperface card from your deck to hand. If this card's you can reveal this card in hand, special summon. What do you add? Do you add Medic?
No, another Noble, and then you deck special Medic. And then you can go into Verta and use Magicalized Fusion. And you still have the Noble in hand, so you can do it again next turn.
That works. Yeah. Well, that's probably how you make it. You probably make it via Verto.
Yeah, Verta Magicalized Fusion is like easy double Omni negate that can also destroy too.
Yeah.
Oh, I have been summoned by people. I need to go.
Alright, cool.
Coward.
But, well, yes, adios.
Alright, we're back, boys, we're back. I believe we're back. Back at it again.
This medic. Alright. This is medic. Hey, hang on, how'd you... Oh yeah. Yeah, you just summon a thing.
Ratios. Okay, so
This guy's already reveals card, dump one. You can reveal this card from your hand. Set one back row from your deck. Also can be activated this turn. For a few quick plays. Shuffle one Paperface monster on the field in the deck, add one Paperface different every deck to hand. If you do, draw a card. Seems fine. Trigger one Paperface monster on your hand or field, draw two cards. If this card is featured in the battle phase, you can discard two Paperface cards and the battle phase. Should be a then. I'll fix the wording on that.
okay. Alright, that works. That's not bad right there. Just need to get that.
Can I feature in the battle phase?
Alright. Alright, so the ones in submission are Magician,
Sorry.
which I believe is like 2 or 3 copies you run.
What are you doing right now?
Magician.
What's Magician?
Magician with a paper face.
Oh, you're building Paperface, okay.
Yeah. Medic is for like fusion, so I might.
Noble is just like. Hang on.
Noble is your starter, right?
Noble is not.
You can discard one card, add one Paperface card from your deck to your hand.
I thought it was a warrior for a second. I was.
If this card is active from the
It's gonna be a-
deck to hand with a. Oh, I missed with the card I need to.
I think if you want to build it pure, you just have to include a bunch of monsters and hope you like luck sack off of Sly Deal.
I mean, I wonder what other stuff you can use this with.
See, it was some other thing I didn't read Noble properly.
You either have to just run a bunch of copies and hope you luck of like the draw effects like slide deal, or you only have to focus on Noble and the 2 that search a back row to get release, because that's the only consistent way you're getting anything out.
Yeah, because this is like the searcher, where you need to shuffle on field. I guess 3 copies of release is good.
Yeah, release is engage.
Yeah, it does require you to tribute, but release, searching it with like what's it called? The owl or the imposter one. Both search release, so you can just search whatever in that.
If you reveal a paper-based monster in your hand, you can special summon that monster. It's HVD though. First card effective on card name permanent random, choose one.
Oh yeah, they have a draw too.
That link 4 is scary. That's so easy to make.
I haven't read the link yet.
Like this deck definitely forces hell combos in.
Oh, with the link to...
I believe they don't have their own in-archetypal tuner, right?
You force one in, because like, because Link 4 requires 2+ effect monsters, including at least 1 Paperface. So like, if you don't, you either can force this into other decks, or you force other decks into this, because making the Link 4 is so good, because it's it's the...
Oh, another.
It's the same as the fusion, but instead of popping card field, it banishes one from hand.
Okay, so basically it's a Omni Negate.
It's an Omni Negate which rips one.
Yeah, which can potentially rip one if you have like 1 card in hand. You just declare a name.
You have one.
Like,
you have 1 card in your hand.
Yeah, so basically it just. Jeez, that's so wild. Okay, now I'm getting excited. I am getting excited, boys. Let's go.
Thing. This guy's added from deck to hand Paperface. You can refill this card special summon. Okay, that's not much to say around that.
Alright, this card added, yeah.
Okay, we don't have 1 card actually.
What's summoner do? Additional normal summon? Oh yeah, this normal summons any monster.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at this, and this like wants to be very generic.
You have to shuffle 2 Paperface monsters to do it.
Yeah, it's kind of clunkier. Target Paperface in your graveyard. Hang on. Target Paperface in your graveyard, shuffle and deck, draw 1 card. Paperface target Paperface special card. Okay.
I don't think you play Priestess, I think.
You play 1. Oh, yes, it's 1-0.
Shin is like the imposter one.
It's because of reveal 1.
Shin searched the back row, so it's still...
You can reveal this. You can reveal your hand. Hang on, wait,
Yeah, Shin and
you can reveal your hand and then set 1.
Both have to reveal your hand and set 1 from your deck. So they just search like release or slide deal.
Okay, so I guess they're technically starters in a way, right?
Yeah, because such as thing. Shin, it doesn't have a colon on its effect.
Yo, non-activate. Let's go, boys.
Non-activated search.
Yeah, so let's give it a colon. Because I have.
Medic you play 3 of, right? Or 2.
You can search it out, and I think you want to draw it.
Yeah, so drawing it means you get ash baited pretty hard. Wait, it says it gets imperm.
It's special from the graveyard, so it's not even a starter.
Probably 2 sounds fine. Because it's a It's a specific name for diffusion.
Yeah, it's primarily
Yeah.
primarily for the fusion, and sometimes it's special something.
And then if it's added, you can special from grave, which is there's another special on that, which is good. Although I think you just rather make magician, right? Because magician specials itself and it specials 2 tokens, and 2 tokens is more than 1 special from graveyard.
Yeah, I think you can actually combo into both the Link 4 and the Fusion if you open Noble and any Paperface.
Just any name?
Yeah, because like...
Would you make Link 2?
If you normal Nobu, discard a Paperface monster, add Magician summons 2 tokens, then you can summon the Link 2 with one of the tokens and Noble. So you can shuffle what you searched or what you discarded and start the Noble back to add Noble, which can summon Medic, and then you can summon another Link 2 with Medic and the token you have left, just to get stuff in the grave.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, you can go into the Link 4.
You can make you can make Verte with when you make that Link 2.
Verte doesn't prevent special summoning, so you need to make the Link 4 first if you want.
Really?
Yeah, you can only special diffusion if you use its effect. Can't do anything else for the rest of it.
Oh, you can't special first then. Okay.
Yeah, you have to do it later. So
I lost track where I was in my combo.
Make Link 4.
Can this deck protect itself from the beer range, I wonder?
Yeah, you'd make Link 4 early, maybe?
I don't know, something like that. You might either have enough or be lacking 1 mana or something, but the Link 4 can special something from the end, and then you make 30 with like one of the match you have left.
Yeah.
Whatever you special summoned. Actually, yeah, it special summons Nobles from the end because that's still there. So, first Noble and a token make a Link 2. Link 2 gets Magician. No wait, Link 2 gets Noble. That deck specials Medic. Then you make another Link 2 just to get stuff into the graveyard. You make the Link 4 with both of the Link 2s. Then you can special Magician, and the Link 4 can special the Noble, and then you make 30 to get the Fusion.
If you need stuff in grave, you can make Union Hanger, I guess.
That's 1.5.
Oh, yeah, they're darks, huh?
Yeah, that's 1.5 to get the 3 Omni Negates.
And Buster Luck if you want to go Union.
Yeah, you need more mats for that.
Same time for attribute. Oh, it can't be used as Link Material turns and something, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you can have used the fuck out of these broken cards, can't you? Wait,
you also specifically need to summon the second Link too, because Magician needs to be Paperface in the graveyard.
Okay.
You need Medic to stay in the graveyard, plus Magician for Magicalized Fusion.
True.
So yeah, 1.5 cards, 3 Omni Gates, maybe a hand loop, and maybe 2 extra destroys.
Do you want to get a replay of that?
Sure. Hold up.
Just so I can see how things are working. And so we can give it to Mrak and
I need to open the old book first.
What I'm wondering right now is how this deck will synergize with Official Enforcer.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I'm not sure why people are bringing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, people brought it up, so I was kind of curious.
Yeah, originally it synergized with Imposters, because I think it broke Imposters. I think the original version of it, it was fine by itself, but then it just broke Imposters.
Paperface back in, yeah.
Yeah, way back when.
There's a lot of random Paperfaces here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made more, but he just submitted these.
You also don't actually run out of nobles because you keep recycling them.
Yeah, you shuffle back. Yeah, Noble probably shouldn't search Noble in any way, shape, or form.
That combo doesn't even have Noble search Noble. Noble searched Magician there.
Magician
you had,
is a body and shuffles back yourself.
You had pair search Noble.
The tokens are level 1, right? Okay.
Yeah, level 100. Light Fiends. Yeah, magician does a lot. It's like it's from one effect you get 3 mats.
Yeah, which is like really good.
Yeah, and you can use those on anything.
Can this be used generically? I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Noble plus a discard is
Yeah, like,
Noble plus a discard is the fusion on its own. You need specifically a Paperface discard to get the fusion and the link for.
you might be able to do something fancy with a link cross.
Maybe, but that's synchro place. They don't have a tuner.
yeah, and then cross doesn't. You have to like
Because link cross gets the link to in the grave, so you can summon magician. Gives you.
You can play like Selene, I think, which is spellcaster linked at ladders.
Yeah, magician is a spellcaster that can summon itself, so you can do some link plays with it if you want.
The other
Be more link climbing.
Selene, yeah.
You can get an extra mat if you have spells in the grave with Selene.
Most of the time you can move 3 spellcasters when you first watch someone's spellcast hand grave in terms of yeah. You need 3 spells in grave, that's not trivial.
In Paperface by itself, I don't think it's possible.
No.
I wonder why Necromancy shuffles itself into the deck when it's reborn.
Which one?
Paperface Necromancy. Target 1 Paperface in your grave, special it, then shuffle this card into your deck.
Oh, that. Good question.
Why does it do that? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't see like the field spell being that great to play. Probably 1 is enough.
Yeah, 1 is 0, and then you side 3 if the format requires it.
Carson's grave, draw a card. Oh yeah, this is like a generic upset.
Wait, which is generic upset?
Spectre.
Spectre? Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be turned from my Foolish Barrel into upset. Woohoo! I guess it is, well, it's not hopped, it's power creep, oh, it's hopped, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's hopped.
it's not hopped, it's power creep, oh wait, it is hopped. I can read.
I guess it can also summon itself.
Yeah, you'd rather summon Magician.
I wonder if you can do some interesting plays with Link Karibo in this deck.
Link
Oh
Curry?
wait, the link
Because,
Oh, Link 4 is the fight monsters, so you just make the second link, yeah.
the link is for specifically if you reveal it in your hand.
Yeah.
Because if you link summon with Link Karibo, you can do some Link Cross stuff since, you know.
Oh yeah, you can link Curry with a link cross, yeah.
Hold up, I think I'm actually lacking a material.
Are you?
Maybe the link for summon isn't like ignition.
Yeah, that's
trigger
true, yeah.
I don't read cards. Yeah.
You saw special summon from hand, he was like, oh yeah, cool, I can special summon from hand.
I mean, you just need at least 1 Paperface, right?
Maybe...
Can you get, like, an Omni Negate?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you go into, like, release as part of the combo.
To what?
Into Paperface release the... shuffle one from field to add 1.
Yeah, but I don't currently have a way to search it out.
You could force it, right? Maybe? Owl searches it and Shin searches it.
Yeah, but I can't get them on field without them being like negated.
Yeah. You can double
Engine looks like it's normal summon reliant, kind of.
Whatever. You're roughly getting a D, but I'm lacking a mat.
Discard and at least summon this one since way.
It's like you get just you get 1.5 cards, 5 mats. Is that where you're at right now?
It's 5 mats. I need a 6th one to get the fusion.
Okay.
I don't think it's.
It does take you with the noble in hand.
I don't think you have a scenario where you can link cross at a good time, right?
You need a tuner to link cross.
No, I'm talking about like the link Karibo thing. Where you use link Karibo on maybe something like a magician's token effect, and then you use link cross, or like link cross, and then link Karibo tributes one of the link crosses tokens, summon itself from the grave.
That doesn't give me more mats though. That line of play stays equal.
I don't think you can like shuffle tokens, quote unquote, right?
No,
With,
you
like,
can't.
okay.
Not at cost.
Yeah, you can shuffle. You can shuffle as a fact.
Okay.
Yeah, shuffle as a cost.
There's probably a way to do it, but I'm too small brain to think about it right now.
Yeah, it is getting late. You can chip his card because I'll special someone from graveyard.
I don't want to train you hard, but no.
Can you link 2 into link 2 and then medic to and tribute medic to special link 2?
Medic is negated when I get it on the field.
Oh, is it? There's noble. How do you summon it? Noble.
You can. Wait, if you try searching out.
Noble negates.
Yeah, noble negates, but if I add medic and some
special. Wait, you don't get that.
That doesn't do anything because link 2 and link 2 is neg 1 mat on its own. It just equals out if you try to special
true.
back.
Well, you could link 2 into link 3.
Yeah, but that doesn't give me.
No, it doesn't.
More
Yeah, it doesn't give you more
link
mats.
2
Yeah.
I could try the link crossplay and then revive the link 2.
Maybe. Then you're losing a mat again.
No.
And I see you made link Karibo first.
I think that's equal at most, but then medic is in my hand, which doesn't achieve anything for magicalized fusion.
The link cross play is mostly to what's it called?
The link cross link Karibo is equal, it just gives you an extra link cross token, but that can only be used for synchros.
Yeah.
No, like it helps you go into more links than you already can't go into.
No, it's equal unless you have
Yeah, I know it's equal, but like some links require certain effect monsters, and Linker just gets you that effect monster.
That's not an issue. Yeah.
So let's see. Noble add magician, summon tokens, make link Karibo, make a link. Wait.
I have returned.
Hello.
So.
What have I missed?
Zax has made changes, so we need to test.
I think there's room for a generic link too, if there's one that like adds a map.
I can technically build official enforcer since I can't.
Yeah, Zax is gonna get us a sample list now.
Oh, he's gonna give us a sample list.
Yeah, we'll do. We can do testing and stuff next time, I think.
So I'm going through the unreads that I have since I left, and I just love this. Eve posts a card that clones effects. Dijon's immediate response: have I ever told you how I feel about effect cloning?
Copying effects is so annoying. Oh, hang on. Yeah, because Konami made the Thunder Dragon link, copying effects is now really easy, I think.
Wait, what's the arrows on Wait a minute. These arrows on the link 4.
Isn't it, sorry, arrows?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking if there's a way you can get arrows like that on the field, you can go into Codebreaker engine.
Codebreaker Agent? What's that?
If you're it basically gets you what? Link 3 and Link 2 on the field for link map?
Like, what's it called?
This cause
So what the Codebreaker engine does is like it summons the link 2, which summons Codebreaker virus or whatever his name is. And then you go link 3 to revive back the link 2 and the Codebreaker virus. So it gets you like more mats once you like go into the Codebreakers. They have a bunch of dark like effect monsters on the board.
I can summon Curious of Noble, but I don't think that achieves anything.
Can you use Proxy F Magician?
Proxy F? Probably.
That fuses from like field, so it doesn't achieve anything over 30.
No, but can you summon the fusion early?
No, the C sample lists here.
Okay.
It's got a Dogmatic and a Ties. I didn't think about Ties. Ties is actually nutty in the deck.
Oh, we're gonna have another fun time Ties moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so he made a Ties build and a Dogmatica build.
Oh, I think I know how to get a tuner.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Link Rose is Cybers, right?
It is.
Oh,
you're gonna make that? Really? You make Wicked? You're making Wicked to get a Cyber's tuner in your hand.
Yeah, you can Wicked to get a tuner.
Yeah, that's a way of doing it.
Your targets are Mathmech Diameter, Mathmech Sigma, this piece of shit,
The Cyber Synchron.
Mathmech.
But most of your best targets are Mathmechs.
Yeah, best one is Sigma, I think, which is if you control the monsters in the EMZ, but you have a thing in the EMZ. It's because no
it locks you to Cybers.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Force into Skull Dread, especially from hand. Use Skull Dread and things special from hand to make Needle.
Hold up, I think I can figure this out.
Oh, he's into it. He's into it, boys. He's into it.
Is Hugh just like Tommy the 2.0?
Probably. No, he's better Tommy because Hughes is somewhat reliable.
Oh, okay, true. Yeah, Tommy was never reliable. Rip Tommy.
GG, boys. GG. Okay, so he's playing Dogmatica build with Enforcer. Yeah. Which, I mean, isn't like a bad version.
Let's do like playtesting like later. Let's focus on like go through initial review for like a few archetypes, and then we can do playtesting and shit next time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I just want to like set up deck lists for these decks just so.
Alright, cool.
You can see them.
So we've done initial for official and full. So we've done Fox.
Yeah. I do remember some of the official enforcers can get Almiraged, so that's dope. You can do like the Almirage Secure Guard now if you want to go for Maximus play.
Does this have for Higher Syndrome imposters? It does, right?
Imposters?
No, not imposters. Paperface. They have for Higher Syndrome, right?
What?
Unless you
like,
can release, I guess.
I mean, like,
What do you mean for Higher Syndrome?
If your normal summon gets negated or stopped in some way, you just pass.
Isn't sort of. If your normal summon gets negated, you're hoping to look like a slide deal.
If it gets like gammaed or something, I think you do pass. But if you have certain cards,
Yeah, you
I
have
think
you just have release. Release is like
there's two ways to play it. You either only care about the searchers, so you play very few actual Paperface cards, and you fill the rest in with like generic spam engines, or you play as much as possible and you hope to luck sack of slide deal to get like a bunch of effects. There's like not much else that you can do.
You probably don't need to run many Paperface cards just because of the engine bit being strong.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the cards are just obsolete, which is unfortunate. Because like they're only like all the effects that add are hopped, so like it's really hard to get them going, and most of the effects that special are when you're added, so you can't really. In a pure deck, your ceiling is really low, but like as an engine, because it's so efficient. Maybe, like, do you just run like hand trap the deck and then?
No, I think you just run link spam the deck and you get the archetype negates on top of whatever generic engines.
True.
Because I'm looking at this deck and there are only like a few ways to search your archetype. Like release is one, link 2 is another.
Yeah, then
noble is one.
Yeah, like you're not gonna hit noble all the time. So like, is this deck just bad? Like aside from the obvious one card, oops, let me just vomit stuff.
It's not necessarily bad. You just don't have a reason to play like 80% of the cards.
Yeah. Like what happens if you
in
don't
an actual deck list you'll only run like what 15 at max Paperface cards, and the rest is just generic spam edge.
Yeah. Like what do you do if you
run the cards? I'm pretty sure.
You run like noble, spell searchers.
Yeah, what if you do if you don't draw noble?
The breaks the target. What?
What do you do if you don't draw noble?
You still have the spell searchers, which gets you release.
Yeah,
so there's like 9 copies of starters, and the rest can be filled with generic spam engines.
Oh,
you have to shuffle one Paperface though. What do you shuffle?
You if you have Shin or the other one that searches the spell,
that is
you
your
can normal that, get released, and then shuffle that away.
Oh yeah, right.
That is your normal summon though. Can you do you have enough stuff to do noble plays without normal summon?
You do have plays without. Wait, what are you asking again?
So if you go normal summon Shin, get release, shuffle Shin, get noble. What do you do from there? Because you've used your normal summon. I'm pretty sure you needed your normal summon for previous plays. Is it like Magician, 2 tokens into Medic?
I'll map that one out later. I'm still busy mapping out this one.
Yeah.
But if you only care about the normal summoning these 3 cards, you have 9 copies of starters and then like what 4 or so breaks.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
That's like 15 cards at most, so the rest of your deck can just be filled in with generic link spam engines, which fill up for the gaps
you can't draw the garnets though, right? Because you need to add them from deck to hand. Because if you do, the engine just doesn't work.
You sorta can and sorta can't. Some of them are fine to draw, some of them you need an end deck.
Like, I know...
Like, if you're only one Magician, you need Magician in deck.
Because, like, if you draw, like, the ones that set a back row, I think you're losing a bit more mats. It's because, Noble
you're
will
losing mat because it shuffles, but if you have generic spam engines, it should be able to
you should be able to make it
fill in.
Yeah.
Like, because the link 4 at least needs, it needs at least one Paperface monster, right?
Yeah, but you should have enough to consistently draw at least one.
Yeah, especially since you have like something like Magician.
If you draw like your starters, you have the ability to make the link 4 and the fusion, and the rest you make gets filled up by the generic engines you play. So you should still be able to combo off into a strong board.
I wonder what you play though.
I think this deck just like has a. I don't know. What do we do to this deck to like make it a deck?
I think the issue with the deck is that it has this gimmick of revealing when you search it. But then he realized, oh fuck, the gimmick is broken. So all the cards that actually search other than Noble are like kind of ass.
Yeah.
Like release exists, but shuffling something that's on your field is not something you want to be doing.
No.
Yeah, that's like a huge downside.
So Noble is the only good searcher you have other than like the Link 2, but you cannot make the Link 2 without the searcher.
Yeah.
So you just have to pray you open Noble, which is big.
Yeah, so you have a low amount of starters in this deck.
Yeah, it just seems.
The Link 2 requires specifically 2 Paperface, and you can't you can use the tokens, but you can't shuffle like 2 Paperface to add more alpha magician. Yeah, the spells are like not as great as they have been in this kind of combo. Like release is good, but like not.
The double negates on fusion, and then the extra stuff on the Link 4. Like the ceiling is really high for such a small card investment. But like if you don't hit that small card investment, the deck does nothing.
Yeah, you have the amount of you can use, but like if you use like another card other than Noble, you're losing a lot more of your combo pieces.
Yeah, it's so heavily focused on Noble.
I don't know if there's a way of getting out Noble quite consistently with like other generic cards.
Summon a monk?
Yes. I guess like I sold combo.
It's a spellcaster.
Oh shit.
And can you go into
actually
the warriors are all shit.
No, I was about to say like you can do like the I sold Dark Warrior combo with Summoner Monk, but that's just Garnet's fest for days.
Yeah. Like you're already running enough Garnets as is because you have to run like 3 at least just for Noble. Then you have to run another what 5, 6 at least for ISO.
Or
the Garnets for the normal summon and spell searcher combo are roughly the same as the ones for normal, so you don't need that much. You can get like 9 starters, 5 Garnets at most, which isn't the worst for consistency.
How many of those Garnets can you draw, and it'd be okay?
I think like half of them or something.
So if you draw any one, like if you draw one of 2 cards you can't play.
If you draw, you can still play. Your combo is just less impactful because worst case scenario, you can always search out Noble, which is one of the better search out effects, and you are going to run 3 of it. So it's not like drawing a card that leaves you with no place. Drawing a card that means you just have to go for Noble.
Okay.
So like
what if you draw? What if you draw a Magician?
Yeah, if you draw a Magician, you can discard it with Noble. If you have Noble,
you can shuffle back the Link too.
Stuff like that.
Okay, I see.
And then the Link 2 can add Magician, which still gives you the same match. Your line of plays is just a bit different.
Yeah, still works. Yeah.
Was that with Noble? I couldn't hear. Or was that with like other cards?
If you have generic action, something like a danger could discard it, and then you can shuffle it back.
Wait, you can just pitch it with Noble.
What?
You just pitch it with Noble if you need to.
Yeah, but if you don't have Noble, if you have the spell searcher starter instead, then you can discard it with danger or whatever else you have, and then shuffle it back.
Bit hard.
But don't you need like specifically Paperface for the link to?
Yeah,
it's anyone's.
You need 2 Paperface for the link to.
Yeah.
It's
So
the link for you just need 1 plus.
Yeah, so you can't generic license the link to. You have to use Paperface monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, you might want to run like 2 magician just so you make sure that link 2 is always live. But even then, you don't reach more than 5 garnets. Because like
That's
you have
a lot, though.
I think you have 4 actually. You have 1 medic, 2 magician in that case, and 1 release. And I don't think you need anything else for that.
Yeah. Release you draw it doesn't matter. Medic you
release
draw
doesn't matter if you draw it. It's practically an extender.
Yeah.
Medic, probably the worst. You need to find a place to discard it either way.
Yeah.
Magician. You would be running 2 in that case, which doesn't matter.
Yeah, that works.
So that's like 14 actually it's 13 cards, and the rest can be filled in with link spam angles.
If release sent instead of shuffle, it would have been nice to use.
Oh yeah, that'd be so good. Like
yeah,
the fact. Okay, so the fact that how many cards are in the submission? There's what 16. No, there's 15. There's 15 cards in the submission. And like of the main deck, of 12 cards in the main deck, you're using what? Like, hang on, 2.
Half, a bit less than half.
Yeah, you're using 5 cards from the main deck of 12. So
6, I think.
6? Can I?
Yeah,
1,
there's
2,
2
3.
spell searchers. There's noble.
Yeah.
There's medic, magician, and releases. Because if something is not a starter, you need to be able to search it out for it to be impactful. But because of the archetypes gimmick, the searches are very lackluster in general. So you only have like 2 things you can search out at most in a turn.
I feel like this archetype probably needs a bit of a redesign.
Yeah.
Hugh, do you want to give feedback this one? Because I feel like you have a better understanding of how the deck works right now.
You could. I would have to write things out, and I don't think I have time tonight before I have to go, because that's soon.
Yeah, if you just want to make a few notes, and you can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see it tomorrow.
Alright, cool. I'm starting to feel tired, so I might call it a day at this point.
Yeah, I need to go as well.
Yeah. Alright, cool. That was a fun stream of the whole staff chat watching and nobody else, so yay.
Can you actually check who the viewers are?
I can't check who they are, but I can check how many there are, and there were 6 people watching. And that's the same number of people as there were in staff chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's all staff. I'll get like maybe 5 views on it post stream.
5 whole views. What a shocker.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, man. You can get 5 whole dislikes.
I got likes on last video. That's shocking.
Oh, should I? Do I need
to
fix that?
No, Hugh, no, back off.
Let me have this moment.
I don't need that meme again.
It's okay, I can dislike for you.
No!
Do it.
Don't bully me.
I got 2 accounts, so I can just give you 2 dislikes instead.
Right. I'm gonna end stream. Those that are watching stream, thank you for not watching.
Like